Welcome into the Chemistry Podcast, episode number 297.
Yoink! Happy Canada Day and happy 4th of July. Just going to say it right now. We love all you guys. Let's go. God dang.
Does Mexico, they have a Cinco de Mayo?
Happy Cinco de Mayo. Fuck, we already celebrated that a month ago.
Is that their day, though?
No, but why bring them into it?
Because it's North America.
No.
Nah,
Why
it's
can't,
North America.
Why can't we just celebrate Canada and the U.S.? Why do you have to mix in everything else? You want to talk about Ukraine?
They're part of North
No.
America.
It's U.S. and Canada. We love you too. Let's go, baby. Let's go. It's about them today.
I got my bench clear's hoodie on today.
Well, where's mine?
You don't have one.
Well, where's mine?
Cam's upset he doesn't.
Well, where's mine? I'm going to Lake of the Ozarks in a couple days. I need to represent you. Yes.
Hoosier alert.
Yeah,
Hoosier.
I'm going to be riding around $500,000 boats. God, such Hoosiers.
Yeah, they're wasting money.
Oh, God, those Hoosiers that have $1 million houses on the cliffside. Oh, God. Give them money. Give them money. Poor guys.
I got to use the phone real quick.
See, he's going to be on his phone the whole time because he's important. Every swinging dick out there is fucking talking about trades and the insider now. Like, Andy's, like, doing his thing, but, like, everybody, I look on Twitter, everybody and their mother's tweeting about different trades going on. Just calm down. We got work to do.
When is Mexico's Day, though?
Don't know. I don't know. I don't live there. Oh,
you don't? You don't live in Canada either.
I did.
Well, you don't know.
And we have a lot of people that listen. We're more inclined with Canada. We're more in sync with Canada than Mexico.
How many listeners do you think we have in
46%.
Mexico?
Oh, Mexico? 0.003.
Oh, it's that low?
Yeah.
I think it's gone a little higher. I was there
Maybe
recently,
some people,
and so I talked to a number of
we know. We heard the story. Wasn't that cool? But I think that not many. I would say not many.
Mm.
We have more and probably...
Can I ask you this? And today's the beginning of free agency, by the way. So there's a lot going on.
Picture Mike.
I'm organized.
Get on your game.
Yeah.
Get on your game.
I'm distracted today.
Get on your game.
We did an interview today. There's a lot of moving parts.
Big Marcus Foligno.
He is a fucking cool ass dude. The whole family.
Love them all, man.
You know?
I really do.
And they're very tight.
Yeah.
You know, the Kachucks are tight.
Yep.
The Folignos are very tight. All these families are so tight. It's a great message for a lot of people.
Yeah, make the NHL, have your dad play in the NHL, and then have your two sons play in the NHL. Then you could buy
everybody will love each other.
You could buy really expensive houses on a lake in Sudbury and hang out together.
Yeah.
It's easy.
Well, they're not on a lake. The Kachucks aren't. But the Folignos are.
The Folignos are.
The Foligno League.
Yeah, so that's what you have to do. Just have your sons play pro hockey.
Yeah, and then everybody will love each other.
Everybody will love each other.
The Sutters, they all
Sutters too. They got the farm going on.
Yes, a big shout out to everybody who's signing contracts today and doing their thing. I just got back from Vegas. I've been traveling a lot. Cam.
How was the Sphere?
Amazing.
Beautiful.
Amazing.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah.
You know, wasn't the best setup in terms of like logistics for doing interviews.
Don't
and stuff
care.
Like that.
Don't care.
But,
See, this is they. Hey, come on.
No, Talbot assigned to Detroit.
Okay. Talbot side of Detroit.
Yeah.
This is going to go out tomorrow, so everybody's going to know about that.
Edmonton.
Arbison, Edmonton, Stammer.
The Nashville got everybody.
Nashville got everybody.
They got a new owner.
It's over.
They may be the coolest team in the league, though.
I agree with that.
I mean, between who they already had with O'Reilly and Forsberg and all those
goalie
cats.
Too.
They got the Cats.
They got one of the best.
Yossi.
They're loaded.
And now they get Stamkos, and
they got the GM.
They got the GM. They got the coach.
Got the coach.
They got the new owner.
They're loaded.
They get Marchessault.
They got the Hawk Tui girl.
It's kind of making me sick.
It's just ridiculous.
It's so disgusting.
I'm not talking.
So that one girl who went up on stage with the music,
Hawk Tui.
She started that.
Yes, she got interviewed. She's like a hillbilly girl, and they're like, "Hey,
she's not a hillbilly, I don't think."
Oh God, you taught.
Like the Edmonton Oilers girl may be a hillbilly.
That's a Canadian hillbilly. This is a Nashville hillbilly girl. Whenever a woman is doing an interview and she's okay. She's got beautiful teeth. I don't know where her body looks. It doesn't matter.
Don't be body shaming. Your body shaming.
I didn't mean like that.
That was kind of a body
shame. No. You're right on that, Andy. I apologize. But anytime there's a woman that goes in camera and they're talking about sex and she's like, all you got to do is Hawk Tui. Spit on that thing.
Have you heard someone say that before, or did she come up with that on her own?
I've never heard that. I mean, like, I've heard of girls talk about spitting on wieners, but you do that in an interview, and then, like, they're asking her, like, hey, how do you get out from under a relationship? She goes, you get under another one. Yeah, she's kind of a hillbilly girl.
I did not
She's kind of a hillbilly girl. It's all good. We talked about that with Jordan Bennington the other day about being a Hoosier and a hillbilly and stuff like that. She's probably in that category.
Okay.
It's all good.
Fine.
Her mom and dad are going to look back on
like
this.
Everyone knows what it is. No one knows what you're talking about when you say that.
If you don't know what social media is, then maybe you are, aloof to what's going on with the huck to a girl. But if you have a phone and social media, then I don't know what the fuck.
Nobody knows what Hoosier is what I'm saying.
They know by now. We've been doing this for 5 years. They know exactly what it is.
Didn't know.
A Hoosier is somebody that's just like they got cars in their driveway, shitty ass cars. There's toys all over the place. They're loud. The guy's out there with no shirt on, his underwear, that spraying down the lawn. The lawn's 4 feet high. Like just shit like that, man. They're playing music all goddamn night, just being a Hoosier.
Okay.
That's all.
Yeah. Well, a lot of people didn't know that, so I just want to make sure. Okay. You can get one of these.
Ledoux
you
Hoosier.
can get one of these bench clear hoodies.
Yeah.
USAC. They have all the countries too. They've got They've got all the NHL teams and all the American League teams. Can you see this? Can everybody see this? This is a New Jersey Devils tank, so you can wear this on the beach. And so this is very nice too. Use the promo code Cam and Strict Cam. You get how much off?
20%. You got these bad boys.
Look at that's old school. That's like Bernie Nichols, man.
I was wearing that. I put all the American flags up around the house, and I was wearing my Devils.
Did you?
Yeah.
Did you post that?
No, I will, dude.
Yeah.
I will.
Okay.
Goddamn. There's a couple things I'm going to post.
I got a few things I need you to do.
There's a couple things I'm going to post. Like, don't worry.
You need to.
Really it was a Sunday night. I don't want to waste it on a Sunday night.
Well,
no one's looking.
Get it going, okay?
Well, I will.
Okay.
And I'm going to be doing on Lake of the Ozarks. I'll be wearing these things the whole time anyway. Get off your goddamn phone. Get off your fucking phone. Get off your phone.
Dude, do you know how hot it is in Vegas? I'm not joking when I say it's the hottest place I've ever been to in my entire life. And I've been in Phoenix. I've been in the desert. I've camped overnight on the reservation in Arizona. I've been in some hot environments. St. Louis is one of the hottest places.
It's not one of the hottest places.
Not even
in the world. Not even.
Okay, well, Vegas is. It was 114.
No, it's not.
This is the hottest. They've had more days of triple digits this month, in the month of June, and now we're into July, than they have had at any time in their history.
You're in a desert. It's all good. And now there's...
No, it's the hottest I've ever felt. You know how when it's really cold, you can't go outside? You can't even walk across the street?
Yeah.
That's how I felt in Vegas, dude. I couldn't even walk outside.
It's hot as shit. Now I know, but it's the most hottest place in the world, no. That's what you said.
Don't give me dry heat and all that.
There's Southern California in that area in Southern California probably has the record temperatures.
Dude,
you go to Sahara Desert, it's got that record temperatures.
Right there.
No, it's not.
Yeah, this weekend.
No, it's not 130. That's where it's
at. Where is it 130?
I told you in Southern fucking California.
You think it's 130?
It gets to 130 degrees.
To me that
and it's a dry clay heat, and they have these little stones that. And it gets so cold at night, there's ice. So these stones have this like weird path that they have in the middle of the desert down in, God, what's it called? In Southern California. Not to mention places in the Middle East get so goddamn hot, Andy.
Mm-hmm.
So when you exaggerate, I got to call you out just a little bit. I know it's a desert there and I know it's hot, but it ain't that hot. But there's big ass. I told you guys about these hurricanes that are coming, man. Mm-hmm. There's a monster coming up. Hitting down in southern Mexico. It's going to hit fucking Cuba. It's going to hit maybe southern tip of Florida. It's scary right now. It's a Category 4 already, and it's the hottest water. It's the biggest hurricane in the month of June, I think, in recorded history. So we got some shit coming up, baby. We got signings going on. We got weather. We got all kinds of stuff going on, man. Girls going on stage saying they're going to spit on everybody's wee-wee. It is what it is.
I didn't say that on the stage.
Okay, Andy, what are you talking about?
I'm just not looking at you, but I'm listening.
I know you're obnoxious, is what you are. Not to mention, I rode with Andy the other day. We went to Illinois Recovery Center to talk to Chrissy and Eric.
God.
Andy, I will never get into a car with him again.
Dude,
he is everything I hate in a person that drives. Everything I hate. He's on his phone like this the whole time, going through East St. Louis, going 100 miles an hour. He won't slow down. I'm freaked the fuck out. He's slamming on his brakes. People are flipping him off. He's looking at his phone. He cannot concentrate on the road. He has to look at his phone. You have a problem.
Okay, no, I don't.
You have a problem. And I'm worried about
I wasn't on the phone.
I'm worried about
I wasn't on the phone.
You were looking at your phone the whole time. It was, God.
Was I really doing that? I didn't see that. I didn't notice. I didn't even notice doing that.
You got a problem.
Okay.
And you need to fix it.
Here's what's going on. I'm trying to focus on the road. Cam's.
You need to fix it.
Spitting like Listerine out in my car, dude. My car.
Oh, that's what it was.
Yeah,
I had to go 100 miles an hour and look at my phone. I'm like, Cam's on.
I'm like, throw all this away. He's spitting tobacco out in my car.
Get out of here.
You're destroying my car.
You are a bad driver.
No, I'm not.
You are a bad driver. No wonder Lori gets on you for being a
Oh, my
backseat
God,
driver.
yeah.
Now I know.
Yeah.
I defended you on that.
Did you?
Now I'm going to defend Lori.
Yeah.
You are bad, and I worry about your children.
Oh, God.
said-
That's embellishing, right?
Now do you know what I'm talking about? These are the guys you do not want to ride with. He is like this. Now I got to look at these. I have to text and tweet. Fuck that. Pay attention to the road.
I was in
You
an
freaked me out and I
unfamiliar
didn't like it.
area. That's why.
You freaked me out, and I didn't like it.
Do you know one
You knew
time?
I was going to say this.
One time, no, I didn't. I
No,
forgot
no,
about
I
that.
told you I
I forgot
was.
about that.
Don't do that again.
Do you know that one time I was driving a friend of mine and his wife? His wife is from Colombia, the country, which is a beautiful country. I'd like to go there, actually. Dude, it's beautiful there. I just had another friend who went to a wedding in Colombia. You don't know
Go
anything
to
about
Honduras, too. Honduras is beautiful. Why don't you go there?
Honduras.
Mhm.
Oh, I know people that do missionary work down there.
Yeah, I know. Go there. Go there.
I don't want to go there.
Yeah, buy some houses. It's so funny. You go on
Okay, no, I'm
HGTV
telling a
Network.
story.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, because like there's nothing wrong with dude. The beaches there are incredible. They have
I live in
they have a
Colombia.
nightlife.
Sure.
I'm going on vacation there,
Bring your family.
like next year. Yeah,
Bring your family.
the whole family.
Yeah, you'll be all right.
Well, what's gonna happen?
No, it's just fucking shady down there. What do you mean?
Okay, well, anyway, and she's a beautiful girl and a great person.
Denying that.
Okay, so she comes in the car, and they were in town for Christmas. So I said, hey, we're gonna drive around. I was gonna show her some like Christmas lights in St. Louis, all around town. Just kind of, she's in town. She had never been over here for Christmas, so they came over on Christmas night.
Mhm.
Her and her husband, one of my best friends, growing up and whatnot. And so they get in my car to drive around, and we're driving and whatnot.
Let's go.
She gets car sick.
Oh, yeah, Andy. Good God. You are the worst driver ever.
She had to get out. She's throwing up,
Because you're on your phone
and
the
she
whole
blamed
time.
my driving. And I was like, "What are you talking about?"
Well, there's a common theme. in
No,
this.
that
You're
was a
bad,
one-off.
Dude.
That was
it
a
scares
one-off.
me. It scares
Damn,
me.
you took me to an unfamiliar area.
Fuck that, dude. You're on your phone the whole time.
No, I
You're gonna-
was
yes, you
not.
were the whole time.
Oh,
Guys, I swear on my doggies and my little boo boo. I swear
On
on my
who?
little boo boo.
the cat.
Willow,
How old is this cat?
Willow, Luna, and little boo boo. I swear he was out of control. Remember, I always told you never. My buddies always
I
had
don't
these nice
drive in
cars. They're like,
cars.
Cam, let me show you how fast this is. Fuck you. I'm not getting in your fucking car. Don't tell me how fast your car is. I don't give a shit. I don't want to be in a fast car. That's what Andy was doing. He was slamming on his brakes in the middle of the highway, hitting different things. I go, turn right here. He even had the navigation on, but he's tweeting at the same time. And I'm like, no, you have to turn here. Slams on his brakes, makes a Yui, out of control. I won't ride with you ever again.
I'm your ride or die, dude.
It's not funny.
Ride or die.
It's not funny.
What's not funny?
It's not, that's dangerous.
Dude, you're embellishing. I'm not on my phone when I'm
swear on
driving.
my family.
In fact, I won't do that.
I went home and I told Kate, I go, God, I was freaked out.
Oh God!
I go, she goes,
You
what happened? I
are-
go,
oh my!
Andy
God.
fucking put me in a weird spot mentally. Like my vertigo came back. It's
Dude,
bad. I worry about you. I love you.
You know
No, I do.
what? No,
No. We're business partners.
Yeah,
I love you, dude.
completely.
I love your family. That scared me, and I worry about you.
I'm a
You
great
drove
driver.
fucking
dude.
fast, dude. Real fast.
You can see my peripheral vision and
Jeez.
my. That's
It's all
why
good. It's all good.
No, that's why
No,
I'm
no,
able
it's
to
all
see
good.
things on the ice.
We got
Like,
things to
I
talk
can
about.
make
I don't want to go.
plays.
I don't want to go that far.
You
into it.
went there, and
Yeah, but
you're
it just
creating
popped in my head.
false perception.
Swear to God.
Dude, he didn't say a word to me about this. So now all of a sudden
The
he's
whole time.
traumatized.
Get out of here.
Get on with yourself.
Get on with yourself. What are you doing for 4th of July? What are you going to do?
Well, it's supposed to rain all day.
On Wednesday and Thursday, I know.
Yeah, well, Thursday's 4th of July.
I know. But we have the
well,
whole
I mean,
weekend. We have the whole weekend.
That's
so-
that doesn't count. Hey,
Okay, so what are you doing
can't
all
think
weekend?
the holidays the whole
See,
weekend.
now you're trying to chirp again. What are you doing for 4th of July?
Well, it's supposed to rain, but we have a couple of pool parties that we're going to.
Okay.
One during the day, one at the evening.
Racket Club?
We may go there early because the kids want to go there. They have a lot of stuff going on for the families and stuff.
Were they bummed about the debate at the country club? The Creed 4 Racket Club? Were
Well,
they like-
no, because I think a lot of people feel the same way.
Were they like, Joe Biden did a good job?
Can you believe they're like arguing about their golf game?
It's hilarious.
Is that real?
Yes, that's Trump.
Dude,
Like, that's what he
No,
does.
it's both of them.
They're both stupid, dude. Although one's way dumber than the other, but they're both. If you're, it's so funny. All the Canadians are chiming in on Twitter too during that whole debate. But it's funny to me. Like
Are they watching that?
everybody's like, I can't believe Biden was like that. Well, what do you mean? Look at him. He's been half dead for years now. For years. You guys didn't know that? You didn't know that was coming? They fucking jacked his ass up too with all kinds of different fucking meds. I would love to take whatever he had. I'd be fucking rocking and rolling for days, man. Cleaning my toilet with a toothbrush. That's the shit he was taking. And he still couldn't fucking say one sentence. It was bad, really bad. But that's what you expect. But the orange man's bad too, so people might still vote for Biden. Although he's probably going to drop out and somebody's going to jump in there. So it's just a bad look overall. Fighting about golf.
Do they
and
have
shit.
debates in other countries too?
Quit looking at your phone.
You know what?
Yeah, they do.
every contract that comes in at $750 or $950, guess what team it is?
Nashville?
No, Nashville. Their owners write
Well,
checks.
Toronto?
Hell no, they overpay for everybody.
Wait. Say that
They
again.
gave Tanev.
Wait, time out.
What they give Tanev?
Wait,
like
what was the
6 years?
what was the question again? I'm sorry.
Every time I see a contract come through that says it's for $950 or $750, which is cheap,
Seven. Oh, gee,
who do you think it is?
Blues.
No,
I don't know. Chicago.
no,
Then what? It could be anybody.
Carolina.
Oh, cheap ass.
The cheapest. They are the cheapest team.
Yeah, I should have got that. That's I
They,
give you.
they lost out on Gensel. They had
Yeah.
Gensel.
Yeah.
They offered him 8 times 8. Apparently, he agreed to it, but then Tampa Bay comes in and gives him $9 million
Yeah.
per year.
Yeah.
But
okay. I get what
but
you're saying.
but you know what? And listen, Carolina's a good situation and whatnot. But and they've got some good young players and whatever. I feel like the door is closing. I keep saying that about Carolina. Your window's not going to stay open forever. You've had your chances, and you just haven't been able to break through. Which I'm not going to chirp you for because it's hard to do.
Of course.
I mean, cracking through is difficult to do. But if you're Gensel, go to Tampa and just jump on that power play with Cucci and Hedman. And
He seems like such a good time when he's doing all these awards and stuff like that in the All-Star game. Like he just puts 100%
having a
in-
good time.
He puts 100% in everything.
What a
Looks
what a miserable
What a miserable
what a
motherfucker.
miserable show. No, like that
Oh,
whole
shit.
show. Did you watch it? I texted you. Didn't even know it was on. I don't think.
Yeah,
I
he-
texted you. I'm like, turn it on. You're like, I'm watching the debate. I'm like, the debate doesn't start for another hour,
No, I was watching a pre-debate.
and there is no pre-debate. It's not like a pregame show.
Okay, yeah, there is. All day pre-game show. What are you talking
Do you think that Biden knew all the questions in advance?
about? Probably.
Well, then Trump did probably too.
Probably. You know.
Okay.
They both fucking cheat. They both lie.
Mhm.
Biden lies probably more.
I don't think
Trump's-
so. Based on the fact checkers, they were saying
Are
that
you
Trump lied more.
are you out of your
Did
mind?
you not watch the
Bi-
post-game
no.
shows?
Listen, Biden's been lying about shit for fucking years. They all do. It's crazy. It's such a bizarre situation. It's actually kind of embarrassing, to be honest with you. But we'll see what happens, man. It is what it is. Like, they're both goofy in ways, So get off your phone. Get off your phone.
Just stay on top of things.
If you're gonna look at your phone and announce something,
Well, it was just I'm waiting for some text messages to come
Okay.
through as well,
a lot going on though, man.
just to get on
A
top.
lot going on.
Get on top. Vegas, very expensive. It's very hot.
We know.
But the award show, Cam, I'm watching this and I'm like, we just had Jordan Bennington on, and he's saying, players need to be more out there, and
Yeah.
and we've had a lot of players who have said that over the years. They should, market the players. They blame the league. Well, they need to market the play. Name me a corporation or a business that would watch that award show and say, "Well, I'm gonna put my dollars into this guy.
I want that Kucherov.
He's gonna sell some cars for me."
I want that guy that doesn't speak.
Cooch.
I want the boring guy.
But even like, I love Quinn Hughes and these guys. They don't know like Nathan McKinnon. Like they're this poor guy who people are chirping, who they said didn't do a good job as the host,
It's hard for him.
dude. And that he's trying to get these guys going.
Yeah.
That one guy comes out as an award presenter,
Yeah.
and he was dressed as like some George Vezina or something like that. Like he's wearing like a goalie equipment, and he starts chirping all the players. It was like an entertainer, like a comedian. And he's like, "Oh, yeah, hockey players, man. You guys miserable here or what? You guys are, I guess, not having any fun. Like, don't even do it. Don't show up. Don't go to an all-star game.
No.
Don't go to an award ceremony.
Nope.
If it's that painful for you, and then you want to complain about not making any money on the side, see, like Matthew Tkachuk is. I know the guy who's representing him, who's getting a lot of his deals done for him right now. And he's out of St. Louis. Guy works with Justin Timberlake. He's getting side deals for him left and right, Raising Cane's, all these other different things he's doing right now.
Yeah, well, he went there the next
And
day.
he goes there the next day and he puts a smile on his face and he's
Exactly.
happy and he like
Exactly.
entertains and he's
Yep.
putting like going through the drive-through and
There
doing
it
shit.
is.
So you want to make money, man. It's not your sport isn't popular enough. It can't be just based on how many goals and points you have. You got to have some personality. So maybe we got to start showcasing the third and fourth liners because the stars ain't getting it done.
I can't believe I'm not getting that that sponsorship deal. Well, you didn't say a word during that.
You just had a chance.
You don't say a word during
ESPN,
that.
dude.
You're not even skating during the All-Star game. Yeah, you score goals, but that doesn't do enough.
Yeah.
We want personality.
You're on ESPN. You're on national television.
The sport
what
needs
platform do you need?
Whatever. It's all good. You know who I like though? Like we did chirp the Panthers and like remember they're celebrating to nobody and stuff like that. Well, I saw their parade and they had a lot of people. They had a lot of people.
They did.
They did. They had a lot of people.
Because some people were saying to me, close to the organization, were like, I know what you were saying, but it was like 4 in the morning, 8 in the morning.
Yeah, no, it's 8 in the morning and the elbow
on the beach.
No one's there. So,
but they showed up for the parade.
They did. They showed up for. Paul Maurice is so cool, dude. He has little kitty cats on his shirt. Oh my word!
No, but he
I'm a cat guy.
What do you think of his speech? I'm not used to the coach. Like,
dude, he's in his jam, dude. Who cares?
He's like, he doesn't give a fuck. He's like, I've been doing this for 30 years.
That's who I like.
Fire me tomorrow. I don't even care.
He got more attention than anybody because of his personality.
Yeah, give him some endorsement.
Get him some endorsement. Get him all the car deals. Get him the Raising Canes. Matthew's gonna do it. Anybody else want to jump in the mix and be funny and normal? Like, I like that, man. Like, to be out there a little bit. The sport needs it. Because you know what? The WNBA is going to pass you up eventually.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's weird.
WNBA.
We don't need to get too far.
Do you know that Caitlin Clark, I think she's among the league leaders in turnovers, but I just watched a full package.
Yeah,
they can't catch her passes. And she's getting the turnover for that? No. It needs to go to the person who's dropping the ball. These unathletic players.
Like somebody used to give me a nice pass in the game or in practice when I was young, and it blew up off my stick. It's his fault? No, it's my fault. Blew up right off my stick because I wasn't good enough to be able to caress it. It's all good. It's all good. We were on Fox News, by the way. We made Fox News, Andy and I, for the Chemistry podcast because we had Brandon.
For our debate coverage.
Yeah, because we had Brandon Montour on last July.
Great interview.
Yeah, great interview. We talked about Brooks Koepka chirping, was it Ekblad?
Mm-hmm.
Chirping Ekblad about being a traffic cone and all that stuff. We talked to Montour about
that was cool what Ekblad did, actually. That was cool.
Yeah, that was totally
cool. He put the cone on top of his head and said, what? Fuck you, Brooks Koepka?
That's cool. The only time these guys are cool is when they win the Stanley Cup. The only time they really come out and become normal and take their clothes off and jump in fucking water fountains and actually say normal things and entertain is when they win. It's like up to that point, they have to be silent. They have to be just vanilla and robotronic and just be a robot the whole time. But if you win, then all of a sudden you're like, this is really me.
So Nathan McKinnon, what's it like being here as a finalist for the Hart Trophy?
Things are good.
They all deserve it.
Everybody deserves everything. Coexist. Yeah, I just threw that in there. I don't know what the fuck. If you have a coexist bumper
Kucherov, but
you're probably going slow.
But the host, he put like a beard on. He was doing like this Russian accent. He just couldn't play ball with him. Coochie, you just got
Coochie smile.
That tells you right there, then and there, because he took so much heat.
Yeah,
and got completely bashed for how he acted at the All-Star game.
Yeah.
That tells you right there he doesn't give a shit.
He doesn't give a fuck, dude. It's fine.
And I love him as a player, man.
Me too, dude. And he's probably cool as hell to hang out with.
So I would actually find some creative ways to have him actually endorse my products in a hilarious manner. You know what I'm saying?
I'm Coochie. This is a product. Here you go. Boom. I'm out.
Yeah,
something like that. Maybe that works.
It might work.
But he's just like, get me the fuck out of here. Then they don't go. Somebody else go.
They all want to act. Quinn Hughes, poor guy. He's just like, they're like nervous in front of everybody there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's all good, man. We're just shooting shit. Doesn't matter. Mm-hmm. The NHL does need to be.
Maybe they should have the award show be like in a parade format, where they're on floats.
I just think
put them on a stage.
I just think NHL guys are so respectful to the point where, in all honesty,
I don't think that's what it is.
No, I do. I think
it's not about respect. I think you're going down. That's what everybody says. That's not what it is.
Is that what everybody says?
I think so. Yeah. They're like, well, they're team guys. They're not individual guys.
I just think they don't want any fucking attention. I think they like, I don't want any attention unless I do something really, really big. But then again, you're at the award ceremony, which is big, meaning you've done something right throughout the season. But I think the ultimate goal is the Stanley Cup, and unless they get to that point, they're going to be a shell of themselves.
Somebody had the idea.
So is that respect? I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
How about they have a bunch of like people who do hockey podcasts host the show?
Yeah, they're not. They want the Disney guys in there or whatnot. You know what I mean? Somebody that knows what they're doing. And I don't know. Listen, it ain't that big of a deal. It is what it is. It is what it is. What are you looking at now?
Fogel just signed with LA. I thought maybe he'd be on the Blues radar.
Oh, really? Blues got work to do, man. The Central Division.
Chandler Stevenson.
Where'd he go?
Hasn't signed yet. But the Blues were in on him a couple days ago, showing some interest, and then it kind of like.
And this is coming out tomorrow, by the way. So it's just like, it is what it is. But
Patty Maroon goes back to Chicago
for a year.
Or goes to Chicago.
Yeah, he didn't never been back there, but yeah.
That's a place for him.
Yeah, absolutely.
Chicago's just like,
go
whatever.
With the big kid, man.
Chicago's like, we're just going to be as entertaining as we possibly can, as we're terrible.
Yeah.
Until we become good again.
Yeah, that's fine with me.
And
just entertain.
The guy offered Connor Bedard a fake ID, I think, at the award show. Did you miss that part?
I missed that part.
I came and didn't watch it. But Connor Bedard, the
Andy is making fun of me for not watching the NHL award show. Like, are you out of your mind? When there's a debate,
the future that afterwards, the future face of the league, and he doesn't know what to say either. Cam, this poor kid,
he doesn't.
He's young. He's a young guy.
He's a young kid, man. But keep looking at your phone. It's good for the pod.
I'll give Josh Dunn a shout out because I reported this earlier today. He got a 2-year deal with Buffalo.
All right.
And a one-way deal in the second year.
He's a St. Louis kid. We love the Dunn family and all that stuff. So that's why.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, there's a couple of big trades going on. Nashville's doing their thing, man. Like, they're just doing it.
They're signing. They're only trading. They're signing.
They're the ones like, what's up? Like, okay.
Stamkos goes there. Stamkos is like, because that was true. The report that was out there of Tampa Bay offering him $3 million a year for 8 years. I think he just got $8 million a year over like 5 years,
4 years.
4 years. Got $8 million a year. Like, what?
Well,
I love you, Tampa. Hey, exactly. Yeah, Tampa got Gensel. Yeah, at some point you got to turn the page.
Yeah,
just
dude.
You
got to turn the page, man. He did a lot for you. You got two. He was at his best with you. You got him.
Correct. You got him when you.
Yes. And now he's gonna go to Nashville and probably support that cast pretty well.
Oh yeah.
But I don't mind that, dude. That's business, man.
Yeah.
People are chirping Tampa. It's like, fuck, they got to do what they got to do too. They get a younger player in there. Now, is he Stamkos? No, but he's going to score you some goals. He's a proven playoff guy.
All right, so let's get back to the debate real quick.
Yeah.
Couple of questions for you. It was very goofy when they were fighting over there. I liked Kamala's her reaction to it after. She's very upset because
she's a good.
They're talking about
very well spoken
right off the bat. They were talking about replacing Joe Biden and getting a new candidate in there to represent the Democratic Party, but she was not included as a potential candidate, and she's not happy about that, according to my sources.
There's a lot of things that have to go on. Joe Biden has to agree to that.
Do you think he will?
Yeah, I think he's gonna get forced.
I think Obama's kind of like,
but I think Jill Biden's the one that's keeping this damn thing going. I mean, they got all the power. Dr. Jill, sorry about that, Dr. Joe Biden.
Yeah.
But they got all the power in the world right now. Why you would just let that go? But on the other hand, as a wife, like. My wife saw me and I couldn't handle anything. Like, why? You have all the money in the world. You're okay. You have a lot of shit that's going to happen to Hunter. And
why are they putting him out there like that? Because it's almost sad. It's not really that funny. I know you think it's funny.
No, I don't. This is our country. What do you mean?
But it's an embarrassment for the country.
I think it's funny. It's gone awful. Why would I think that's funny?
To throw both those guys out there.
Terrible. It's terrible. Right off the get-go.
That's the best we have.
It doesn't even matter what any of them said. Golf, nothing. You just see that and you're like, good God.
Are other countries, is every other country watching this?
Of course they are.
And we don't have
everybody.
We don't have any better candidates than those two.
No, you do. They just weren't popular enough, man. They weren't. DeSantis fucked up. Vivek wasn't ready yet. Nikki Haley couldn't get groove going. Like a lot of shit like that, dude. On the Democratic side,
Gavin Newsom.
Gavin Newsom, that guy.
He's San Francisco's.
He's California. California governor. California's doing really good right now. Yeah. Millions of people are flocking out of there so fucking fast. They got fucking drug-riddled streets everywhere. And Gavin Newsom looks like a villain on a Batman movie. But he might slip in, dude.
Can I ask you, though, if you're the governor of California, how can you regulate an entire state like that?
How could anybody regulate an entire state like anything? You have to do the right thing. He's not doing the right thing. And not to mention during the whole COVID thing, it's like, do what I say, not as I do. He's getting caught at all these nice restaurants with no masks on. Everybody, his kids go to the school with that's still open. Everybody else's kids has to do, learning from home and shit like that. There's all kinds of stuff. So the country's in a weird spot, and it's a little frightening at times. But man, we all go through this kind of shit. It'll all work itself out, man. Hey, listen, U.S. is going through some shit. Canada's going through shit. A lot of other countries are going through shit. We're still in a good spot, but it was a weird debate, and I don't know what's going to happen in the next couple of months. But the Democratic Party is going to have to really make a decision, which I do think they're going to try to force Biden to step aside.
When are they going to do that? The guy's at the Waffle House that night, and then he's up at a rally the next day. Like, let this guy sleep. He needs to sleep, is what he needs.
No, he needs to retire.
Well, whatever. He needs to go to sleep. But we don't need to have 81-year-old presidents.
Oh, there's got to be a limit, man. There's got to be a term limit. There's got to be.
He's 70 something.
But he looks 10 times better. He's up there with energy. He can actually talk. Dude, now, does he say the right thing? It's all about him. Yeah, I get that, dude. But that's a New York fucking businessman who's a used car salesman businessman.
Yeah.
That's how he acts. Comes up like that. But that's better than what a corpse would look like. Biden's a corpse.
But is that how we're going to decide who's president based on how they
as of right now,
debate?
Cognitive, yeah, absolutely.
Although it is kind of scary when you think about that version of Joe Biden. He's like talking to world leaders and stuff like that.
He's not talking to anybody. He's not talking to anybody, dude. He took a week off to even do that, prepared, and he looked terrible, terrible. His eyes were pointed up like he had that weird look on his face the whole time. It was fucking awkward as shit. And Trump's Trump, man. Like, it is what it is. You know where you can get out. Like, he's a liar. He bangs porn stars. I don't give a fuck.
I don't think he does that.
Yeah, but he did. And now he's a criminal. And
where was his wife? How come she didn't meet him on stage afterwards?
I don't fucking.
Are they still together?
Who knows, dude?
Has she been with him on the campaign trail?
Yeah, man.
Have you seen her on the campaign? Don't just man. You gotta answer the question.
Andy in the Creve Coeur Racket Club, they're rattled right now that Biden didn't perform. They're like, I can't believe Biden didn't perform. I'm still gonna vote for him.
No, that's not true.
So who cares about Melania, dude?
Is she still around? Is she part of the picture?
Yes, man. I guess. I don't know. Who cares? I'm not thinking about Melania, dude.
Of who?
Melania.
Is that how you say it?
Melania?
I think it is Melania. Is that like Melanie?
Figure your shit
is that
out.
Melanie in Russian? Is that?
She's not Russian. She's Eastern European.
Oh yeah.
She's not Russian.
No, she's not.
I tell you what, though. Speaking of Russia, man, in Dagestan, you know Khabib Nurmagomedov. Khabib, his dad built this.
Who, the fighter, the UFC fighter,
one of the best.
I've done some stuff on him.
Okay, one of the best fighters in the world. Khabib, 30-0, did his thing. His dad built this huge gym, MMA gym, in Dagestan, Russia. He did it so when people in the hood out here in St. Louis, shit-kicking fucking North City, hardcore, gangster, murder capital of the world, hardcore in St. Louis, when people put together stuff like Matthew Dickey football and basketball and stuff like that, they want to get all these kids out of these gang wars and get them into sports so they can just get away from all the shit. I get that. In Dagestan, Khabib's dad did that so these kids would get away from being extremists and get into terrorism.
Really?
That's how scary it is in Dagestan.
Why are they automatically just kind of groomed
hardcore religion?
That?
Yes, hardcore Muslim
in that
religion.
town you're talking
about?
And
that country.
Dagestan?
That country, yes. And so they made this gym to get these kids away from being extremists. But the guy that shot up 20 people and killed 20 people the other day in Dagestan and cut off a priest's head.
Oh, that God. Wait. Who did that?
Some fucking terrorist. But that terrorist was training at Khabib's gym. Now Khabib's gym is getting ransacked.
They're under fire.
Yes, they're under investigation. They're getting sued for all kinds of stuff. They owe a ton of money and stuff like that. It's really scary. Scary. Imagine that. Like, they have to keep people away. We see the gang wars out here, so we understand that. Hey, fucking get away from that. Come here, play sports. These football coaches will take care of you, man. Football coaches are great in Missouri. They really will take care of you. You can live at their fucking house.
Okay, no. You're talking about your high school coach. You said they did that with a couple
Most
of kids.
coaches are great. Are you saying otherwise?
No, I'm not.
I'm sorry.
I'm not saying they are.
Are you saying otherwise?
But I know you had like one experience and you kind of revert back.
No, I saw it for my You're so annoying, dude. These coaches will bring in all these inner city kids and they stay with them and all of a sudden they live the...
Kim, that doesn't happen all the time. I know what you're saying.
Oh, my God.
It happened you said it happened with one kid at your high school.
Coaches will take in all these inner city kids and take care of them, man. They really will. These high schools will take care of these kids and get them away from that shit and show them a different direction. But in Dagestan, they have to keep them away from extremism, which is so weird to me, man. But it's still the same kind of thing. They want to get them into this terrorists and stuff like that. Really, really religious, scary.
Yeah.
Sorry, am I bothering you?
No,
Am I bothering you? Look at your phone and just let me talk.
Here it's all the
You don't see
all the
football coaches
prestigious
do such a good job.
prestigious private schools are now getting all the inner city
Talking about
kids.
the private school.
They're all getting all the inner city kids. to
So
come
anyway,
play
it's just
football
it's a
for 'em.
weird thing.
Did you not notice that?
What?
All the prestigious, expensive private schools are the schools that are now recruiting and getting all the top athletes out of the inner city.
Cool. That's good.
That's
Good,
what's
man.
happening.
Take care of them. Good. Take care of them. You know, you're trying to correct me on something.
No, just giving no.
All right. I was gonna say
Why are you so defensive? today?
because every time I
I know
say
you're
something,
getting
you're
very
like
defensive.
every time I say something, you're like that doesn't happen. I'm like, okay.
Well, I know you've said that. I mean, you're going back like 30 years when you were in high school, and
Make
like
a point, dude.
one kid.
One
I
kid?
hope a lot of coaches are doing that, but I don't know how many are putting them in their house and stuff like that and having to live with them. But
A lot of
there's some blindside incidents, I guess.
no, I'm just saying they do take care of them, man. They show them a different way and stuff
If
like
you
that.
can play ball, dude, they're going to take care of you for sure.
You know, I thought
But-
you do that.
But
playing
take care of the
football.
kids that aren't playing ball.
Okay,
You know what
do
I'm
it.
saying?
Well, you got to have them.
Not everybody's
Well, then what are they going to do? You going to take care of them? How you got to show them something? You're just going to hang out? They got to have some sort of game plan, some sort of
yeah.
drive.
What if
some-
they're academically?
and find a way doing that
What
way.
if they're strong academics and?
Then find a way to do it that way. You know what I mean? Like you just find a way. So I was just making a point with Dagestan and whatnot. It's all good.
Yeah,
We're all over the place, man. It's not a big deal.
D'Agostini.
Matt D'Agostini. He's a good dude. He's a great guy. Give you a little shout out.
I think he'll be here this weekend. At least he was the last
He was
couple of
coaching
years, doing prospect camp.
Springfield. Wasn't he?
Oh yeah, I think
yeah.
they jumped in there. They were like
Yeah.
rotating.
Yeah.
he
He's a
and-
good dude. He's a good dude.
Yeah, he and what's his name? Long black hair. I'm forgetting his name.
Chris Orban.
Chris Thorpe.
Yep.
They would like
Great guy too.
They would like rotate,
Yeah.
coming in as like assistant coaches and stuff like
I
that.
had a good time with Matty.
Oh yeah, man, he's awesome.
A lot going on in NHL though, man. Jesus. Signings and trades and whatnot.
Are you able to keep up with all of it?
Yeah.
You said there's a hurricane coming.
Monster.
Where?
What did I tell you? I told you that.
Everyone knew that. Was that a hurricane during the parade for the Panthers?
No. Listen, I told you guys about this. I told you about how there's going to be crazy tornadoes. We saw that. I told you now there's going to be crazy hurricanes, and that's exactly what's going to happen. And there's a big one brewing. I think it's going through the Yucatan Peninsula right now, and it's making its way up through Florida. It's going to hit Yucatan and go into the Gulf and build up because the Gulf of Mexico right now is so warm that all that energy is going to
Not as hot as Vegas, but
Okay. It's going to just boom, enhance. It's going to be a scary one coming up.
and where's it going to be?
Well, we don't know yet. The trajectory is going up towards could hit
East Coast?
Louisiana, could hit Florida, could hit Texas. We don't know yet.
Oh God.
Yeah, I know. And we're going to see plenty of those. Is it global warming? Maybe.
You believe in that?
I believe in global warming because it's happened throughout history.
Yeah.
Do I think that we have a big impact on that because of our SUVs and whatnot, our carbon footprint? Maybe a little bit, but what do we do about that? Technology always takes care of everything. The more money you have in your community, more money you have in your country, the more technology you're going to be able to advance. And all of a sudden, then you'll be able to have more of these electric vehicles and stuff like that. If we went all electric, it wouldn't make a fucking dent. You got India, you got China, you got all these countries over there. They are polluting
Where
like you
did you
can't.
say?
India,
Where?
where your neighbors are from, who are
My
fun to deal
neighbors
with.
were not talking about the debate a whole lot.
No, I know. No one in Andy's neighborhood knew that we were on Fox News either, but mine did. I know.
What are your neighbors talking? The old lady next door?
Yeah,
What'd she say?
my stupid neighbors that live in $1 million houses that have lovely jobs. They're so dumb. I
What
know.
did they say?
They're like, hey, you didn't know you're on Fox News?
What
I'm
they say?
like, I read an article on Fox News about, and Cam Strick got brought up
Mm-hmm.
about the
Conehead, yeah.
about the cone head, And I'm like, oh, cool. I didn't even notice it.
So Brooks Koepka, has he released a statement or anything? Do we know?
I think they're.
we know his reaction.
I think they're fine.
I don't think they're that.
But Brooks Koepka,
He was at the game 7, I believe, too.
yeah, but like that night, which was, I guess, was it the year before in the playoffs? But did you see his eyes? Remember, Brooks is like this, and he had the cone like this. And
Oh,
his
yeah.
eyes look like you look like at 3 o'clock in the morning at the Lake Ozarks. You catch my
Tell that story about that guy we met at IRC.
Oh yeah, we can't talk too much about it, Andy.
No, I know. No, you can't.
No, so
But-
what do you want to fucking say, dude?
Well, here's what you say. So there's a listener who we met, and the IRC guys were like, "Hey, you should come down and meet this guy because he heard about us from a different state. I mean,
Michigan.
yeah, from Michigan. Yeah, you can say that, right?
He was the funniest guy I've ever
So
met.
anyway, so he said, they were like, they brought him in the room, like, come meet this guy, whatever, just because he told the guys at the facility, like, I heard about you from the Cam and Strip podcast. So he just showed up, basically, came down and showed up, whatever. And he's almost out of the.
He's out now.
He's doing fantastic.
He's out now.
I don't think he is yet.
I think he was like 2 days.
Oh, he was like
get
another
in-
week or so.
Well, it was 2 days because I actually listened because you were on your phone the whole time. But it was good to see that. Although he's been through 7 different facilities throughout the years, man. He's an alcoholic, and when we had him down, he said, I kept hearing you guys talk about Chrissy and Eric and how this place is and how you get work done, and I just had to get down there. And he did. He's like, I've never felt so damn good in my life.
Yeah.
He's like, every other one, man, they were just different. They didn't care. They did this.
This place cares.
This place cares about you. They care about you. And I was just, it made Andy and I feel great, man.
So if you need a recovery center or whatever, check out IRC. Illinois Recovery Center.
Chrissy comes in and goes, how's this? And he's a big Detroit fan. Chrissy goes, April 1st, the Blues play Detroit. I'm going to fly you down. And I'm going to take you to the game. I'm going to buy you tickets. But you got to be a year sober. You got to be sober till then. Well, till then, you got to be. You got to be sober as part of the deal.
He said that was a deal.
And you'll go through the whatever to prove that. And he's going to come down and hang out with us at a Blues game. And I think that's pretty damn cool.
Yeah.
That's what Chrissy does, man. They fucking care, dude. They just care. They do. They do a damn good job. That's the IRC right there in Swansea, Illinois. Remember the place that Andy drove me to and I almost got my vertigo back.
Like, he's one of those guys you don't want to have in the car with you because
no, I don't want to drive with you.
Just like, he's like a woman in the car next to you, and he's making a mess, dude. I'm like driving, and he's like spitting like Listerine all over my car and like and tobacco.
God, you are. I worry about you, man. I really do.
With my driving.
Like, what the
fuck
is that?
Not how I drive.
Get out of here.
You're sending false perception.
I swear to God, that's what happened.
Maddie,
I swear to
Maddie. Maddie knows I would not do that.
Maddie's like, go fuck yourself. I swear to God. I swear on my dad. Put it that way.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Dude.
I'll throw him in there. You scared me because my dad wouldn't want me driving with you. How?
What do you think I'm gonna get in an accident?
You almost did 15 times.
Do you mind? You know my driving record?
I want you to live because I love you. Dude.
My driving.
You're my brother. No, seriously, you are,
dude.
You're my little brother, although you're older than me.
Yeah, but my driving.
I worry about
my
you.
driving record is immaculate.
Wow, that day you were out of your mind. Then.
Well, John, I was in a unfamiliar
You
territory.
need to calm down.
And I was like, I just got back in
because
town.
it was like there's
leaving
trades
town again.
happening and stuff like that. Andy's just like, I gotta look at everything. Holy fuck, I can't deal with that, man. You worry me.
You can deal with
No, you worry me a little bit. You do. It's all good. You worry me a little bit. But yeah, anyway, that I don't know. A lot of shit going on.
What kind of glass do they have at the zoo and stuff like that? What,
Don't know, Andy.
No, 'cause
Why
these-
would you ask me that
because
question?
they have like tigers and lions that'll do a running start and charge right at the glass, trying to kill these little kids and eat these little kids. Their
thick as
mouth is
It's
open,
thick
like
as hell. I know. I saw those. It's thick as hell.
it can't break it down.
It's thick as hell. Nah. It's thick. Thick glass, dude. Look at the glass on these skyscrapers with all these fucking huge windstorms going on. Thick glass, dude. So don't worry about that.
Okay.
You're okay. Worry about your drive.
What'd you think of the draft and Macklin Celebrini going for
I don't know, dude. I didn't even watch it. I was worried about the debate, to be honest with you.
The debate was not the same day.
Wasn't it?
You're still worried about the debate. No, that was the day of the awards show.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Oh,
Friday
that's
night was
right.
draft.
Yeah. It's all right. Joe Thord went up there and did a sing of slaves.
Yeah, that was cool.
I thought the Sphere looked great.
What'd you think of Buffer? You know, the
Yeah, going up for
the
who was it?
Flyers.
Flyers. That was cool. Totally cool. They're gonna get their Russian kid back.
on.
Yeah, she's going through a rough time too.
But she looked great.
Okay,
No, I'm just saying she looks great. She's like, it looks healthy and
that's fine. But she's not though. She's not healthy.
No, she's not.
going through a
She's
tough
the
time.
opposite.
So for her to support Even the country star too, supporting what's in Shania Twain and all that stuff. Like we love that, man.
What about her?
No offense, hockey. You need all the help you can get when it comes to celebrities and stuff like that. You got Bieber, you got Celine Dion,
Charles Barkley.
Barkley. You're lucky you got Barkley.
They're like, we got to bring Barkley on. Dude, so I saw PK.
Yeah.
And I had a good conversation with him. But like one thing he said to me, I did say, hey, I was like, when are you gonna jump on with us? He's like, call my agent. I was like, okay, well, that ain't happening. I mean, it ain't that big a deal. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's cool.
I mean, just come on, dude. Like hey, calling your agent.
Call my agent and talk to my assistant and do this and do that. I'm like, okay. Yeah. Okay, Grenner.
Yeah. You know? No. Gretzky would say, text me.
Gretchen's like, text me. Can you come on for our 99th episode? Yes, I can.
Yeah,
but Subban, we got to go through his agent.
Wow. Stevenson. He got 7 years.
Chandler?
For Seattle.
Damn.
They also got Montour.
Yeah, I saw that. That's our boy, too.
Yeah, Montour's cool.
Yeah.
Didn't have a great year this year, but he's coming back from injury.
Winner.
So maybe that was an outlier from a year before where he put up like 70-something points or whatever.
Yeah.
He's a hell of a player, though, man.
Blues or anything?
Not yet.
Yeah.
They're waiting. They'll say, well, eventually.
Just asking.
Do something. I got listen, I don't think you win.
Can I ask you a question?
Free agency, trade deadline. Sometimes we just get a little too excited.
I agree.
With certain, just draft well, and make good trades. That's how you win.
There's a lot going on.
And let me just say this too, and I don't mean to be disrespectful towards St. Louis as a city, but let's be honest. There are certain places. Look at where everybody's signing. I know. Like, who's coming here to sign? You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's unfortunate, but that's just the reality of the situation right now. You have to draft well. You got to get them here for them to appreciate and enjoy living here and playing here.
That's true.
You got to make trades. You get them here. They enjoy playing. All the guys who come here, man, they love living here.
Yep. And
they like, you heard even Jordan Binnington last week talking about it. But, more and more players stay here. They live here. They raise their families here. So it's a situation where you got to get them here. When they have a choice, where do they go? They're going to Nashville. They're going to Florida. They're going to Tampa. They're going to Seattle. They're going to Chicago. It's like all the tax-free states first, the Vegases. And then if those aren't options to go to Florida, Tampa, Nashville, Vegas, Dallas maybe, then they get into the next tier of teams, right? Yep. And maybe teams that have some significant history, original 6 teams. Maybe if you're a Canadian, maybe a Canadian team. You look at Montreal, Toronto, maybe it's some, players would want to play in those specific markets. You get to Chicago, Boston, those type of teams.
Yeah.
But the idea of like just signing with a market like a St. Louis, for example, they have a challenge that probably other teams aren't facing right now when you just compare it across the board. But they have an unbelievable fan base. It's a great place to play. You're treated like a god.
Yep.
As Marner would say.
I'm a god.
So once you get here, I mean, you ask the Braden Shens of the world and some of these guys who get traded here, then they
first class.
Ryan O'Reilly, who came
first class at St. Louis.
Ryan O'Reilly, who came here, he loved it here.
First class.
Like they're buying houses, they're getting golf memberships.
Kids are going to school.
They think they're going to stay.
Yep.
David Perron came back 4 times. So you almost have to get here to figure that out. And but sign. And I know some fans get frustrated. They're like, why isn't this guy? How come we didn't get Stamkos?
Yeah, I know. No, I get you on that, Andy.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, 100%. I do. That's perfectly reasonable to say that. Mm-hmm. Who was the most physical player in the first round? Drafted.
Oh.
Anybody that sticks out was there a big defense?
They were all big.
They're all monsters.
This year, it was like back to size. Size matters this year in the NHL draft.
I noticed that. I'm like, who are these monster kids?
And they're walking around in their jerseys.
They don't look like they're 18.
And I'm like, I know they don't. Because, it used to be, and I've been covering the draft for, God, I've been to at least 25 of these.
Long time.
And I love going to the draft. You get a lot of hockey people in one place, and it's fun. I truly enjoy that part of it. Caught up with a lot of people. Caught up with John Cooper for a long time. I'll give him a shout out.
A little shout out, Johnny boy. How about Sergachev going too?
Sergachev, Utah. Utah may become a destination.
Did you hear about that?
And Nashville too. They got a new owner too. So
Did you hear about that NBA guy that married his babysitter? That's like 10 years older than him.
Yes, and she groomed him from Duke.
I know.
And now is he a Mormon now?
I don't know.
Well,
Hey,
and the
Mom and
fan
Dad, you going out to supper again? I need a babysitter. Imagine that. And she
Oh.
comes over and you're like, and she's probably like flirty.
the babies.
She's flirty with you.
And she's like 8 years older, 6 years older. What is it?
Something like that. She's flirty with you. You're like 13. How do you need a babysitter at 13?
No.
How old was he?
No.
12?
Some people treat their kids like they're like.
At 12 years old, I was getting like, oh, I was getting kind of feeling those feelings.
Were you?
At 12? Yeah, for sure. Because I was playing AAA. And I remember that.
Maybe a little bit.
And like, I remember seeing my
Oh,
teachers.
you think AAA that makes you feel that way?
No, I just remember the age and I was playing. And I remember being like in middle school, like looking at my teachers, even though they weren't that good looking. And I'm like, God, they're so hot. And I'm like, imagine your babysitter was hot. She's babysitting you and flirting with you when you're young. Wow. And now she groomed you and now you're with her. Really weird. What's that guy's name? Forgot.
It's got a name that it doesn't resonate. I've read his name 15
What's he look like? I didn't even see a picture.
I don't know. But these people that take you away from your family.
Interesting.
Why the family is so he's not he just completely cut off the family. Did he just get drafted into the NBA or
Yes.
a first rounder?
I think so, yeah.
Or was he already playing in the NBA?
Guess who he got drafted by?
Utah Jazz?
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
So maybe there's some people there by the organization who knows.
Grooming. Whoa.
Let's look that up.
Look that up right quick.
So here's the story. So Filipowski,
Yeah, Filipowski.
he was selected by the Utah Jazz in the second round, 32nd overall on Thursday. Reports began circulating that his fiance, former babysitter, Caitlin Hutchinson,
Yeah. How's she look?
brainwashed and groomed him to become a Mormon.
Yeah, it's a fun life. So you can't bang her? You got to soak until you...
I don't even know if that's what it means.
If you're a Mormon, I think you can't have sex.
Oh, I
until
don't
you're
know if
married.
that's true.
Okay. And then what they do is they soak. Where
What
they
does that mean?
That means they put their wiener halfway, kind of like the tip in, and some other person has to like shake the bed. Yes.
What? There's a
Dude.
third person in there?
Yep. You want to bet on that?
I mean, I'm not looking to place a wager, but I'm not familiar with that.
It's called soaking.
Mm.
Very odd,
And that's just a Mormon thing?
I guess.
So Philip,
That's why everybody's saying this. The Utah Soakers, the Utah Soakers.
I have
That's
a
what that
feeling
meant.
if the babysitter is taking you away, that maybe they're not waiting.
I saw a clip. Remember, it all started with that one.
So then,
teacher.
what happened? The family came out and said,
I don't know, but remember, like this popped up in like 1996, where we first heard about this teacher and the student having a relationship with that like kind of like Spanish kid who was 13 at the time, started banging his teacher because he had a bet with his buddy. She got her pregnant. She had fucking kids she had 4 kids and married. And then she went to jail and then they got married and I think they're still together.
Dude.
Yeah. You don't remember? That was the first one. Now you see it all the time.
of the teachers.
Yeah.
I don't think that was the first one.
Well, first big one that I remember that blew up all over.
Yeah, I never had any teachers at my school that I would ever even like.
Remember I brought up doing that in Windsor? The teachers aren't hot. I was just a hornball.
Mm-hmm.
Just so everybody knows. Everybody's like, oh, Cam's bragging. No, it's not bragging. The teachers were ugly, but I was just horny, It's all good. I was older for what my age was at that point. So,
Ryan Lumber goes to Calgary.
dang.
He was like body surfing and stuff like that during the parade.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
The Lamborghini.
yeah. I am glad that that the fans turned out in that parade.
Yes.
It looked cool.
Even in the rain.
Because if they didn't, man, NHL would be chirped so bad, and then they compare it to the WNBA, and it's like,
So where do you rank their celebration in regards to like
they did a good job.
Washington, St. Louis?
Oh,
Washington kind of started this whole thing.
They started the whole thing, which they were crazy with Ovi.
And that was a cool ass team. Like they
Ovi and Oshie.
had legit
Yep.
Carlson, all those dudes,
Those guys were getting bout it.
and Wilson. Like they had a legit cool team.
And then the Blues did the same thing.
But they
engaged with the
did
fans.
it differently with the fans.
With the
and stuff
fans.
like that.
So they did a good job. Matthews also.
And you had Brett Hall. We went Blues and all that. Like so. I mean, it just like
Where's everybody else's Brett Hall? Beat
I
that.
know.
No one can beat that.
No one can beat.
No one can beat Hawley.
So then
Sorry.
Colorado, I don't
I don't remember.
They kind of did some stuff around town.
Don't remember.
And it was, fine.
If we don't remember, that means they didn't do anything crazy.
Tampa Bay, they
It was COVID.
had COVID.
But they were on the yachts and stuff like that.
They went into like an empty like Arthur James Stadium or something like that.
Celebrating after COVID. Oh, God.
I know. That's got to be tough. Anybody who, and that's why, listen, I don't want to put an asterisk on Tampa Bay.
No, but you have.
I have.
You have. So have I. I agree with you.
I mean, I'm just like, they never really,
The two.
they probably would have won in a traditional format, but they just never, their window when they were truly dominant
Was during COVID.
outside of the year they got lost, they lost in the first round and got to Columbus when they had like a record historic season.
Borowski got him.
And that was the year the Blues won. But then they won the bubble.
Yeah.
And then the next year when like the 56 game season and the conferences are all messed up and
Andy, I agree.
they're playing like Montreal in the Stanley Cup final. Like
agree
what?
with you. I agree with you.
With like nobody in the buildings during the playoffs and stuff.
God. Ugh.
And then there was the big deal like, oh, we're going to allow 10,000. So they just were never able to win in a traditional format. But they had great players and great teams. But it just sucks they were never really able to. So the parades in Florida have never really been kind of what we saw.
That was pretty cool with that, what I saw.
Yeah.
That was cool. They looked packed as hell. It was raining outside. Matthew's just doing everything, Guys are just, Matthew and somebody else who's really jacked with long hair went to a pickup game. And
No,
just
that's the Lamborghini.
Yeah, Lamborghini. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool cat. Jacked.
Oh, yeah.
They just walked on the ice. Like, what's up, everybody? They're like, oh, my God, it's Matthew and them.
You know who doesn't like show any like facial expressions, but he's around Matthew the whole time. He's kind of following Matthew around. Is Sam Bennett.
He's not supposed to. He never laughed.
Never laughed.
Reese is like,
He doesn't.
Sam Bennett laughed.
He doesn't smile. Doesn't like.
I like him.
He's just chill.
I like him. Although people did bitch about him in Calgary, where he would get stupid penalties all the time, turn pucks over, da-da-da. That's why they got rid of him.
Do that in Florida.
No. Well, he took stupid penalties, but he was so good to where he made up for it
But
with his play.
Like he was a good player though.
Really good player. He just found it. He found it.
Mm-hmm.
But
he was a third overall pick.
If you listen to guys that do podcasts in Calgary, they're like, no, man, like he was bad here.
I want to give a shout out to EJ Raddick because he listens to the podcast.
Oh, EJ, what's up, baby?
He was cool, man. And he was.
What up, big dog?
He was really cool.
Yeah.
Oh, breaking news, by the way.
Yeah.
I got a text from a very high-ranking league official yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
High-ranking.
Okay.
Like, I mean, there's here and then
Andy.
there's high-ranking.
Let's go. We only got so much time here.
Okay. So that the league is essentially, he said, I'm paraphrasing, I don't have the quote right in front of me, Cam, but he said the league is getting closer to reinstating Joel Quenneville and Stan Bowman.
Cool.
And I keep hearing Stan Bowman's name in connection with that GM vacancy in Edmonton.
Yeah. That's a big story.
It's a big-ass story.
More than Quenneville, anything?
Well, now there's not that many jobs available unless he were to go to Columbus, for example.
Okay.
And I think there may be some history with Don Waddell, maybe somewhere. I mean, Don Waddell's been around for so long.
Yeah.
But I keep hearing Jay Woodcroft's name and maybe Todd McClellan, too. Who knows?
Big Todd. Love him too.
In Columbus. But maybe they would. I don't know. It's kind of like a Columbus thing that they would do,
Yeah.
Maybe not as much under this current regime as the previous one, where they were like, we got Drew, we got Johnny Hockey. Everybody wants to live here. It's like,
Yeah.
what's wrong with Columbus? They love it here. We got golf courses.
Yeah. It is a nice city, dude.
It is.
It's a nice city,
But
your
they're
team,
kind of in
their organization's fucked.
But they're in a St. Louis kind of. I think St. Louis is a
that's
better
true.
destination
I agree with that.
in terms of the appeal for players.
Yeah, the organization.
I wouldn't put St. Louis in that category yet.
No, the organization is proven and bigger and more stable and whatever the case is, and they're just overall better. They've been better for
You
years.
want to go to Prospect Camp with me
100%
this week?
100%.
So there's a night game tomorrow night, 6:00.
I'll go to all that stuff.
Okay, good.
With you.
When are you leaving for the Hoosier dirty ass lake?
Fucking Hoosiers. We're going. I haven't decided because Wednesday might rain. I might go Thursday. I don't know. We haven't
Who are
decided.
you going with?
Me, Kate, my brother, and Derek.
Oh,
I know.
well, that's some nostalgia.
I need to hang with my brother. I need to hang with my cousin Derek, who I haven't really seen in a long time. We're all going through kind of
Different things.
And we just need to just have a good weekend together and just fucking get our minds right and jam out and do our thing. Rather than go fucking 100 miles an hour on the boat.
Yeah.
And do our thing.
Well, maybe we'll join you.
No, you won't. Andy would be that guy to go down, which is the most disrespectful thing ever.
And bring my kids
and bring your kids and your dog. Oh, God.
You can bring the dog to a lake?
No, dude, not somebody else's house.
Are you not bringing your dogs to the lake?
No.
Why?
That's who.
That's
Don't ever do that unless you get the A-OK from the people that own the house. Because there's so much shit down at the Lake of the Ozarks you can't bring. Just show up with your kids. That ruins everything for everybody. Don't be a Hoosier. That's what Hoosiers do.
One of our listeners sent me a message yesterday. He found in Boston, Massachusetts, he sent me a picture of a First Form meat stick. Okay. I'm saying they're out there.
They're everywhere.
Okay, I'm just saying they're out there. So look
Breaking
for these.
News.
Look for these.
Yeah, the First Form people are like, yeah, we
look for these in
Massachusetts. We're out there too.
They're everywhere. Do you know how good I feel, by the way, since I've been doing First Form?
You know what I did this morning? I'm gonna start doing it because my face.
It's changed my life.
My face looks beat up.
So, bloated, maybe. Somebody told me you look bloated.
I do.
I'm like, wait,
you're.
So I'm like, no.
He would say that.
No, I'm like, no, he doesn't.
And he never like texts me anything positive. He only texts me what he hears from other people.
That's not true.
You know, I don't even tell him half the things I fucking hear.
Go ahead. Well, you were saying that.
The collagen.
Oh, dude, you look
so
good.
Your
skin looks great.
Oh, shut up. Oh, pander now. Listen to this guy. He's fucking chirps
Your
me
color looks great.
The collagen, I put it in my coffee every morning. Kate started doing it, and I'm like, I'm doing it.
The powder?
If you want your face to look good, take the goddamn collagen. Seriously.
Your
hair, your skin, your nails, everything, dude. Collagen, put it in your coffee.
Yeah.
It's got so much stuff in there, dude. And you can't even taste it. Yeah. You don't even know it's in your coffee. But so go do that.
I will say this, doing the level 1 protein.
Yeah.
The fruits and the greens, the multi-factor. Like I feel like a new person. I've never had more energy in my life.
I know.
I've never felt stronger. I know you could probably put me on the ice to close out a game right now that I would not have been able to get the puck out before that I probably could now.
Yeah. No, you'll get the puck out. You'll get the puck out. No, but seriously, you do feel better. So if you want to feel good, then go to First Form and look at all their stuff they have. Go to First Form /Chemistrick and pick out what you want. What do you want to feel like? You want to feel good? You want your face to look better? You want your skin to look better? You want your mind to fucking flow right? They have everything. They have something for everything at First Form. But you have to go to First Form.
Something for everyone.
firstform.com/Chemistrick. Yeah.
Say that again.
firstform.com/Chemistrick.
You got to use our link, people.
You have to use our link, man. Go find that stuff and use it. You want to feel better or not? It's that simple.
And if you send it to other people, like say, hey, check out this, send our link along with it.
Absolutely. And then maybe if you take a picture and send them the receipt that you guys bought something, maybe we'll like send you something. Look at this. We got all kinds of different gear, whether it's First Form stuff, whether it's pucks,
I have way more gear than you do.
Yeah, because you keep it all. Whether it's one of these summer shirts that are jersey shirts that we call it, whatever you guys want, we're going to create something, but you have to send us a receipt, man, and be like, hey, guys, check it out. Tag us, tag First Form, and just show, hey, this is what I'm buying. You guys talk about this. This is what I'm buying, so that's what we want you to do. Please. Thank you. Actually, no, just do it. You want to look better? That's what you do.
If you want to look better. And you do look great, man. I mean that.
No, you don't, Andy. Like you.
Damn, why?
That's why.
No, see, I can't even give you a compliment.
No, because you're not sincere.
I'm very sincere.
No, you're not. It's all good. Don't pander to me.
No, you look great. These are 100% licensed by the NHL and the AHL,
which is cool. And the AHL has a bunch of cool logos and unis, man. And I like wearing stuff that no one else.
What's the promo code for these?
Chemistrick.
And you save what?
20%.
It's pretty good.
Yeah. Vince clears.
Today, you might be able to get it by 4th of July.
Vince clears. Yeah.
You get the USA tank. And they sent me, they got hoodies too. And they got shorts and all that. I'm wearing the USA hoodie today because it's 4th of July week.
Yeah.
So I thought.
Is the U.S. your number one country?
Oh, 100%.
Oh, okay.
Although I liked Canada. I was enjoying my time. I love
What's your top 3?
Of my countries?
Yeah.
That I've been to?
No, just top 3 overall. Meaning the top 3 that you would live. If you couldn't live in the U.S., what's the next country?
Well, let me. It's hard to come up with just 3, because I do love Canada, but I'm gonna say outside of North America, because Mexico, I got a lot of.
You would live in Mexico?
Well, I got a lot of close people in Mexico after my last vacation.
Yeah.
So can we exclude North America?
Ahead.
Sweden's always very close to me because my mom was born and raised there.
Sweden's a good country, man. Damn right. Beautiful women. Beautiful women. Nope, not much crime.
Don't talk. My mom is from there. I'm just saying. Like, just you don't need to
How
like.
good looking? I don't know. It's a lot of good looking women from Sweden.
There are blonde. I would say Switzerland.
Swiss. Damn right.
And I'm gonna throw another one out there, Cam. That I'm gonna say Norway.
Norway's beautiful, but there's not.
Wait.
Like it's tough to like build a brand there. It would be tough to own a business there and stuff like that.
Really?
There's not much. I don't know. Maybe it is. I would
You
say
know-
Germany would be up there. Germany's beautiful. Low crime.
Is it
Yes.
beautiful?
Their economy is thriving. Germany. You could build a small business there easily. There's a lot of money coming in and stuff like that.
Bora Bora would be cool too.
Yeah, but that's for like vacation. Like you're gonna build a hut there. What are you gonna do?
I
in Bora
watched
Bora?
a movie on the plane, Couples Retreat.
Yeah,
It's a good movie. And they go to Bora Bora. I looked it up to see where they were.
that's in the Southeast Pacific Ocean.
Dude, it's far.
South Pacific.
It's not easy to get to.
But it's in the opposite side of the world.
But I would
Beautiful.
say Spain.
Spain's up there. Yeah, I'd say England for sure.
That's basically the U.S.
No, it's not. It was until 1776.
I'm sorry. It's basically Canada.
Yeah, okay.
A lot of Canadians.
Don't say that to the U.S., man. The U.S. is like, fuck that.
Okay, a
bunch of farmers kick
a
your
lot of
ass.
Canadians and English people from Great Britain, the UK, they share a lot of history together.
Anyway,
You seeing all these shark attacks again?
they're out of control right now. A lot of shark attacks.
Don't forget, I was thinking about those Florida Panther players when they were in that shallow water.
There's a lot of them.
Get out of there.
There's a lot cruising around. I don't know what it is. I think it's a current right now, or it's just in the warm water. It's weird. I see a ton of sharks.
Mm-hmm.
People with they're taking their their fucking what's it called? The little thing that goes up, drone, and they're looking through before they go in the water, and they're like, oh my! They're looking at their camera.
Dude, can you
They're
see
like,
that? You
oh
can see them
my God, get out, get out.
circling around.
There was one in a foot of water.
Close the beaches
A
down.
12-footer in a foot of water going after something. There's literally kids 30 feet out, and all these parents are running in, and there's kids still out there, leaving their kids out there.
Yeah.
It's the weirdest thing
Close
in
the
the world.
beaches down.
Yeah, if they see it, they'll close it down for
Just
sure.
close it down.
You have to. You have to.
Cam, we got a couple new sponsors, man.
Yeah, we do.
Shilly Plastering. Get plastered with Shilly Plastering.
Oh, baby. So my boy right there, his daddy coached me in AAA. Dave Shilley, I'm giving you a shout out. What's up? Good old fitting boys. Love all you. And like, look,
You don't know they're good old fat boys. Is that what you're...
I believe they're from Vent.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's going down to the lake this week.
Oh, I know he is. That's my boy right there. I'll meet up with you, right? What's up? But yeah, dude, hey, listen. When COVID hit, everybody's putting in a pool, man. Everybody's putting in the pool. And you know what fucks up the most?
The plastering.
The lining.
The lining.
Yeah, the plastered lining.
Yeah.
Meaning like you get it scratched up, your dog jumps in, scratches it up. That's something that gets screwed up the most when it comes to fixing different pools. Like,
Turn your backyard into an oasis.
Oh, God, yes.
A paradise.
Imagine being 100 degrees. You're like, what do I do? You don't have a pool. I stare in my backyard all the time like, oh, my God, I would love to.
Get plastered with Shilly Plastering.
Yes. What's the number? What do they got?
Listen, they've got they're the only authorized Pebble Tech applicator in the Midwest. So
Really?
that's what you're talking about. So that Pebble Tech, right, which is backed by a solid 5-year warranty,
You need
because
that.
most don't have that. So they have it. They plaster commercial pools, residential pools, as well as home plastering. So they can plaster anywhere. You
Plaster
can
anything.
get plaster. They've been around since 1950. They're doing something right.
Wow.
Yeah.
1950?
Yeah.
Damn. Yep.
At Busch Stadium, they have like these ads that are like right above the urinal.
Yeah, yeah. I see those things.
It says,
Tickers.
it says don't pee in the pool or something like that. It says like, with a did you know, it had a fact that chlorine doesn't necessarily help it, and chlorine actually damages the pool. Did you know that?
No. I didn't know that. That's interesting.
So
your lining gets messed up on anything.
Damage the pool.
I guess so. Get salt water. But that's expensive too. But look, man.
Maybe the chlorine, I don't know, maybe not. Maybe the pee damages the pool.
Listen, urine damages a lot of things. If there's piss on something, it's going
Don't
to fucking
pee in
eat
the
away. The
pool
acid is going to eat away at
With
anything.
a did you know fact that chlorine doesn't help it, and it actually damages the pool. So I think it's the urine.
Don't piss in the pool.
Yeah, don't
Don't piss
damage
it
it.
off.
Then you got to change the plaster out.
Yeah,
do all
but
that.
you change the plaster, it's a pain in the ass. Like, but if you're gonna, you need these guys, and you need the best of the best, so this stuff doesn't happen all the time and cost you money. So have them do it. That's all.
Check out Chili Plastering.
Chili Plastering. Good,
And,
good folk, good hockey people right there, man.
Today.
Support these guys. They're good hockey people. They do a lot of good stuff for youth hockey in this town as well. So they're in the mix. Support them. They do a damn good job.
Support Hat Launch.
Oh, baby.
And listen, there is no better company right now going on.
That's why all the big businesses use them.
Oh, they make this too.
They make shirts. They make hats. They'll make you whatever you want.
They're
You got a baseball team.
number
whatever the
one
case is.
source for customized hat wear across the country.
Yep.
Across America, the number one source for customized hats. So you want to put like every hat. What Cam tells a story.
Tells a story. What story does your hat tell? Well, this one tells me I drink a lot of beer, I guess.
No, it just means you like to have fun and
That's right, Andy. Yeah.
we like to get. It's our connection with a lot of different people.
That's right, Andy. That's right.
This hat actually, we'll talk about it here in a couple minutes with Proper Cannabis.
Proper Cannabis,
It's a
man.
great company here in St. Louis. Hat launch, man. Get yourself a hat. If you're a baseball team, no matter what it is, could be your fantasy football league, could be a business. You want to represent.
Bachelor party.
Bachelor
Doesn't
party,
matter.
put it on a hat.
Big golf tournament.
And listen, here's the deal. If you use any of our sponsors and you show us the receipt that you purchased something from our sponsors, we will send you like an autographed puck or something.
Yeah, we'll get you something,
I'll send you an autograph stick.
dude. Yeah. Now they're not going to do it. Now they're not going to do
We will send you an autographed puck,
it.
and
With a blues puck.
we'll get it out to you.
Yeah.
Whatever. It doesn't have to be.
Well, I got a bunch of those.
Whatever team they want.
Okay.
They may not be a Blues fan. You just never.
Well, are you signing it or am I signing it? Like,
Whatever.
what do they want a puck
Whoever they
for? Like,
want
I'll
to-
sign a blues
whoever
puck
they-
for you so you have a blues puck because I played for him.
Whoever they want to sign.
And he's going to sign you a Bally's puck.
Oh, I did a bunch of interviews out.
If we had a Cam and Strict
Did
puck,
you watch any of those? Yeah.
the one guy walked in front of you in Army.
What'd you think of that?
It's
Do
cute.
people just have no awareness or what?
Sometimes you just walk in front of a camera.
Is that what it is?
Ain't that bad.
Have you ever done that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Did you see our?
Like, I got to get to somewhere. Oh, sorry, am I in your way?
Give Kevin Hayes a shout out too. We love Kevin Hayes.
Yeah.
And all the best in Pittsburgh.
Dubas doing his thing.
But speaking of Proper Cannabis, welcome to the team. Proper Cannabis. Great people, Cam, as you know. They've got like 11 stores statewide. If you're in Missouri, man, just so you know, they've got 10 of them here, one in Kansas City. You can also find them, their products at almost every other dispensary around town.
And look, sometimes I know a lot of guys that went through hell with addiction, with either alcohol, or pills, or whatever, and now all they do,
Heroin.
anything. Now all they do, they'll take a gummy at night. They'll smoke and get their mind right when they're done working their ass off all day and they're kicking their feet up. They don't drink. They just get their mind right smoking.
No, there's
Like,
a lot of stuff
there's
that can help you with
course.
pain, that can help you with sleep.
Yes.
And all the people that work there are professionals, and you go in there and you explain what you're looking for.
Yeah. What do you want?
What do you want to accomplish?
Yeah,
And they're going to help you with that, man. These are great people, very smart people. They got a new store coming up in Kirkwood that they're building right now. Cam, it's the most unbelievable facility I've ever seen. This place is incredible. Absolutely incredible. So check that out. Right there around like Lindbergh and Manchester. So you can't miss that. Kirkwood, brand new store, Proper Cannabis. Their new flagship store is coming up very soon. So a little bit about Proper real quick, because they are a Missouri-based vertical cannabis company comprised of a couple different products. You got the Proper Cannabis. You've got the honeybee edibles. So all their edibles are the honeybee edibles. You got the Ratio, the Good Night, which are the sleep gummies.
They'll
right?
put you downtown Chinatown.
No, but it's not. It's just gonna help you sleep and get a full night's sleep.
They'll put you downtown Chinatown. Trust me on that, because I've eaten those before.
And they support the New Growth Heritage or charitable foundation. So they've got a vision to lead and inspire the community through the power of cannabis.
Yes, man. It does wonders. It does. And it gets you away from the heavy stuff, and that's all that matters. It truly does.
And they cultivate the excellence every step of the way. Premium cannabis, award-winning extracts, artesian edibles, and an unbeatable retail experience.
That's right. Proper cannabis, baby.
So check that out. Get out to Proper today. Welcome to the team, Proper. Welcome to the team, Shilly.
Right on.
Tell them all.
Chili, Hat Launch, Proper, First Form. Love all you guys. IRC, love all y'all.
Bench clears.
Binge clearers.
Say hi
right
to
here.
Anushka.
Anushka, what's up? I'm going to be wearing this. I wore this putting all the American flags up in my front yard yesterday. Everybody's like, what are you wearing? I go, I'm supporting the Devils, baby. Let's go.
You're representing.
I'm representing the Devils right here. Gonna get my arms tan.
Cam and at Bellman, you get no.
Swinging dicks. None of that shit. I told y'all. None. God dang.
What do you get?
Well, you get great service.
Flavored water and sushi. That's
funny. So that's Andy's shit. So funny. No, you don't. But you get great service, and you got an assortment of any vehicle you basically want, man. From Buick to GMC to Dodge. There's so many options out there in Troy, Missouri. By the way, they got 2 different lots, man. It's gigantic.
Where's it located?
In Troy, Missouri.
Buick GMC on one side of the street, Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram on the other side.
What do you
can't
want?
miss it. Get out there.
Like, what do you want?
Best customer. You're not going to have anybody coming out there trying to take advantage of your woman too. If she's.
Oh no, I know. Like
you're
your
shopping
wife could
by
go-
herself.
She'll feel comfortable out there too, which isn't the case in most of these
Like,
places.
what do you need? You know what? You're gonna get the same deal as everybody else.
Yeah,
you know?
man. They'll treat you good. And tell them we sent you too. By the
even
way,
a better deal.
tell them we sent you too. Love you guys. Right on.
They're the best. All right, Marcus Foligno, man. We love the Folignos.
Yeah, we do.
We had a great interview. Say hi to Danny boy.
Danny, what up?
Say to Kenny.
And
Dale.
Dale.
Happy 4th of July.
Happy 4th of July, guys. I love you guys. Enjoy the weekend.
Get out to Troy and get yourself a new vehicle. They got vehicles for every season, Cam. Marcus Foligno, the Foligno Leap, he did that in his second career goal. He's also done the Superman Punch.
Yeah, on Brendan Dillon.
Did he connect on that? I think he kind of missed, right?
No, he missed, but it looked cool. And he doesn't look like his brother Nick at all.
They look
and I'm starting to worry
alike.
about that
They
a little
look
bit.
nothing alike.
He looks more like Adam Lowry than his brother Nick. Very bizarre.
Really?
Well, we talked about that. You're actually the one that brought that up too.
Yeah.
When you brought up Adam Lowry.
Yeah, I was
you
just
guys are
saying,
more twins
they
than
play like each other. Kind
they look alike.
They do, and Nick's a hell of a player too,
Nick's
man.
great, man. We love that whole family.
And now
Love his dad.
he's recruiting guys to come play in Chicago.
yeah,
now.
yeah. Patty, you got Patty. Kind of cool.
Yeah, we got somebody else too. Who else?
Bertuzzi.
Tyler Bertuzzi, who doesn't tape his stick. He's a Sudbury boy.
He's better than you.
Yeah.
He could do that. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
you would need tape on your stick. You need all kinds of stuff.
All right, we got a great interview.
Check it out,
And of course,
Marcus.
His dad's a great guy too, man. Who started it all for the Folignos, man.
Yeah, he did. He was my coach. He was awesome to me.
He coached you where? Jersey?
Devils, yeah.
As like what was he doing? Running the D? Would he do like a lot of the skates like after practice?
Yes.
and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
Like the bag skates and
Yeah.
stuff.
Awesome.
And he was good to you and everything.
nicest guy in the world.
Really.
Made me feel good.
Never,
about
never
myself.
got mad.
Never. That's why I told Marcus. I
Yeah.
go,
He like never yelled.
I've never seen him pissed.
Really.
Made me feel good every single day.
All right, let's talk to Marcus Foligno. Hey,
Let's go check this guy out.
all right. On the Cam and Strick podcast, baby.
The Cam and Strick podcast is brought to you by First Form, baby. Use our link and do it today. www.firstform.com/camandstrick.
Get jacked now. They are the real deal.
Get that protein, check out the apparel, eat those bars, and drink those energy drinks. Firstform.com/camandstrick.
Yeah.
Now on to the interview.
Thanks for doing this, man. Everything else good?
No problem. Everything else is great. Yeah, off season's going well, and yes, it's summer's in full effect, so it's fun. Just enjoying it with the kids. I got 3 girls, so it's been busy.
Listen, I know
boy.
somebody that's got 5 girls. So, hey, listen, if you want to have a boy, I have 100% accuracy rate.
No,
I know
I'm
exactly
good.
what it takes to have
Scientifically,
one
that
if you
cannot
want
happen.
one.
I took myself to the doctors immediately after the 3rd one. I said, "That's it. We're
It's
cutting it
over.
off.
It's over.
It's over."
God wanted you to have 3 girls, and that's it.
That's it. That's what I keep telling myself. Like this is meant to be. This is
What did
it's
you
supposed to
do when you were 20 years old, when you were 16 years old? What did
be.
you
Yeah,
do
a lot
to
of bad
deserve
things.
this?
A lot of bad things. I guess are coming back to haunt me, bite me in the ass.
I love it.
So,
I love it. Thanks for doing this, man. It's good to. I need some scoops, by the way. Where are all your buddies signing today? You have any? You gonna break some news for us? We're not live. It's not
I don't
coming out
know.
till tomorrow, so it doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
I don't know. I'm excited to see what we're gonna do. I mean, hopefully we're. I know we're kind of in the talks of getting maybe a scoring forward. So.
I've got a. I just put it out
I
on
don't know.
Twitter. Jakob Trenin. He's coming to the Minnesota Wild.
Did he sign with us?
Yeah.
Nice. That's good. I was gonna. My second thing was gonna be we need a little beef in the lineup, so we got some beef. That's good.
Yeah.
It can't be made official till like noon or whatever time it is, and yeah,
Oh wow.
3.5 times 4 years. So welcome him.
Oh, awesome.
Welcome him in. Yeah.
Well done. Yeah, you're ahead of it. That's I was I we talked about bringing in a guy like that just to help us out, obviously third line and whatnot. A guy that we saw played in Colorado, right? Traded Colorado good line and helped him out a little bit with the size and everything.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just think it's so crucial, having those guys that can do the pound game and forecheck, and you see it in the playoffs. I mean, you need guys that can be snarly and hit and kind of finish and be around the net, take abuse off of some of the other guys. So that's big. That's a big signing. That's nice. I didn't know. I mean, that was probably a guy that a lot of teams were probably going after, right? So to beef up the lineup, so it's nice to have that on your own team.
Anything else you need? Because we could text Billy G right now.
Yeah,
just let me know.
You got,
I'm not going to do it. He will.
I see Steven Samuels is floating around out there.
No, not anymore.
Why is he going to Nashville? Everyone's going to Nashville.
They're going to Nashville.
Is that where he's going?
Yeah, dude. I think that's what they're saying.
See, this is you guys. This is great. I mean, I don't have to watch Elliot Friedman anymore.
Well, apparently him and Marcia Show and Brady Shea. That's the word out there. Who knows if that's exactly going to go down like that? But they apparently have like $150 million salary cap. So they can
the Central Division, just keeps getting harder.
I know. You guys got work to do. The Blues got work to do, man. Shit.
How you feeling?
Jeez.
You feel? I know you had that injury at the end of the year.
Yeah, I had off-season core muscle surgery for a second time now in the second year, so it was good. This is it's one of those things when I had my right side I got done last summer, and it's one of those where like you go in and you're like, usually you do both sides, but my left side was fine, and I think what happens over time is that your left side is trying to play catch up now because the right side's been surgically repaired. So this season it went on me my left side, and it was tough to battle through. And then now I got it done early, which was nice, and now back to 100% now. Probably about 2 weeks ago, I felt pretty back to normal. So it's been great. I'm happy it's over with, and then now I can focus on. Obviously, it's just something that I think more wear and tear over the years, and happy that's behind me, and I can just have a great season of training, off season of training, and just get back 100% for next season.
So what was it again? I'm sorry. You said
core muscle.
Core muscle surgery. So it just kind of like I think it started off as a groin injury, then it trickles up, and it's one of those things where like you try to skate and like cross over, and you just have no power. You get nothing. So it would almost like stab you in the kind of that oblique or lower ab core area, just right above like your pubic area. It sucked. It just felt like someone was stabbing you and grabbing you, and I couldn't skate. It was the toughest thing to do, but I tried to grind it out for a bit, and then I think when we realized we weren't making the playoffs, I just said, it's probably a good time to get ahead of it before the coming fresh for next season. So you want to be ready to go. If we got I got re-up my contract last year for 4 years. I don't want to be hobbling through it. So I was like, we want to be in our prime years going through these next couple of years for our team are huge. So you want to be 100% coming into the next season.
So what are you doing today when you get done with us, by the way? Like what's on the agenda? You got that beautiful lake. You going to ski? Like, are you just going to chill? Try to get your tan on? Like, what's up?
We're going over my brother's house today, probably loading up everyone on the boat, going for a boat ride. And then it's sea-doo rides. And then it's hang out on the beach and just relax and probably crack a cold one. So just unwind a little bit today. That's we have a bunch of family coming over probably later afternoon for dinner and stuff, and that little barbecue. So it's today's always fun, and we have a beautiful day. I think it's about 80 degrees outside, so it's going to be a nice day today.
So hold on, does Nick celebrate the 4th of July and then you celebrate Canada Day? Is that the way it works? Since he represents the USA and you represent Canada.
On our lake here, we usually throw some fireworks up for July 4th, and everyone on the lake's like, but we're the Americans on the lake, I guess you can say. We're all born in Buffalo, so the people on the lake know to come in front of our houses on July 4th. That's when we give a little bit. We like to one up the Canadians up here a little bit on how they do the fireworks situation. I know July 4th is always a little bit better than July 1st, it seems. So it's fun, but we get best of both worlds. We do both July 1st and July 4th. We got a lot of fireworks going on the lake, so. It's a good lake we live on. A lot of people that we know, and a lot of pontoon boats that have over capacity. So it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, those are harmless, so they don't go fast enough to do too much damage. But
no.
But so like, who's barbecuing? Like, do you know how to barbecue? Are you a big barbecue guy?
Yeah, I like barbecue, and I like it. But Nick's got the Traeger, so I think if we do have some specialties, like if you're doing the steaks and the wings and stuff like that, we head over to his house. So I'm just kind of like, I'll barbecue for a lot of people, but if we were doing a nice enjoying dinner that night, we'll use the Traeger and get it going over there. But both Nick's got a great spot. I got a little bit more of it's not so kid friendly. My spot, he's got like a beach, like a overhanging boathouse, so it's pretty kick-ass. You can watch the kids from on the boathouse area, hang out, and the kids are all on the beach playing. So and you're able to sit back and like I said, have a couple cold ones, relax, enjoy the day.
Is he having Connor Bedard over? Is he coming over
Yeah.
just to swim? Come on, Connor, come
Oh,
over and
Connor, let me
swim.
teach you some more things.
Yeah, yeah. We play with my son's boys. That's for sure.
That's funny.
Similar in age.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, I'm a Traeger ambassador. Just I don't know how that happened.
Fuck on it. Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, I'm a Cam gets
And
so
he doesn't eat meat.
He gets so mad,
You don't eat meat.
dude.
You don't eat meat.
He doesn't
I
eat
do.
meat. And he's a Traeger
I
ambassador.
make the hell out of some fish. I'll make steaks for my
Some
whole
fish.
family, everybody.
He eats frozen
Yeah.
steaks. You'll buy a $70 steak, freeze it, and then put it on a Traeger frozen. And he's telling me he's a Traeger ambassador. Get out of here.
Dude, they sent me all this stuff. I'm gonna hook you up or your brother up, whatever, and we're gonna make you guys
Yeah.
Traeger ambassadors.
They're
too.
okay. They're okay.
Well, you can still
They're
use
okay.
those. So, man,
Nick would love that. Yeah.
oh yeah, no, we'll hook them up. Have you guys ever wanted to play on the same team? Is that something you guys ever talked about?
Oh man, I've been wanting to try to do it for these past 2 free agencies, but he keeps denying me. It's crazy.
Why did Minnesota offer
he's-
him a contract?
Just not as expensive as the other ones he's been getting, I guess. So money talks, but it's and that's something I would hope that we can do before either one of us retire. I know
Yeah, but
he's
they
probably
keep
closest
giving
to
him
it.
extensions.
Yeah.
They keep giving him extensions. He's not going
It's
anywhere.
crazy.
Bedard wants
It's
him.
crazy. See intangibles and keep getting them extensions. No, it's you know what? It's a great fit for him in Chicago. I think get the veteran mentor type thing for obviously Bedard and those guys, but also someone that has that work ethic experience. But hey, man, it just seems like you keep doing it, you keep hanging around, and teams always need someone like that, right? So just depends on how long he wants to do it. But I mean, I would really hope that maybe there's a deadline in the future that we can snag him, and if it's his last ride or what have you, if he wants to. If Chicago's not the greatest spot at the time, obviously, if they're real playoff hunt, it's a little bit different. But that'd probably be the next case scenario where we can then join on the same team.
They just signed Tyler Bertuzzi today.
Yeah.
Now everybody wants to
that's
go
Sudbury
there.
boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, he's a
Yeah.
Sudbury boy, huh?
He's a Sudbury boy. Yeah, no, it's awesome. He's that's a big signing. I like that. I like the way he plays, and he's good. He's familiar with Nick, so I think Nick had a couple phone calls to Bertuzzi about it, but it's good. Yeah, it's exciting to see all these guys going around. But Bert's a great guy and heck of a player too. The way he plays, it shows up in the playoffs too. So someone that can help speed that rebuild in Chicago.
Terrible tape job, by the way.
Terrible team job.
Oh my
Oh, we've been giving it to him every
What is
summer
that?
skates when he comes back. It's just, he might as well not even put tape on it. I only know what he
Exactly.
does.
It's just one to strip,
It's-
eh?
Yeah, it's like one strip. He doesn't put like there's no knob at
Yeah.
the top of his
He's got no
shaft.
knob. Yeah, no knob. I might as well. It's roller hockey. It's insane.
It
Beach
works.
hockey.
You know.
It-
Have
it
you fought
works.
Nick before?
No, I never fought him. No,
Come
that's one
close?
thing, close calls. I mean, just a couple of shoving matches when someone gets hit on the ice. You got to grab a guy, and you're like, "Oh, it's my brother." It's gotten close. We tripped, but I mean, he's fought my teammates. I fought his teammates. That's the weirdest. It's weird like that too. It's just like, it's funny. I mean, I fought Tenorti on his team this year. It's just comical. I remember when he was in Columbus, we had a couple of run-ins with Buffalo and Columbus, and he fought a couple guys on our team, and they're like, "I didn't know your brother was that strong." I'm like, "Yeah, I kind of did. Like, I don't know if you needed to do that, but he's that's something we never got into that primo brother fight club, I guess you can call it. I don't know.
You guys
The
don't
Chucks
need
might
to
be close.
fight.
Yeah. You guys.
The
Don't,
Chucks might be the next one I get. That will be the next brothers that fight.
I don't think so.
They'll
man.
never fight.
I don't think so, dude.
No.
They made a
No.
pact or something.
Yeah, they'll never fight.
But I know if you guys look nothing alike.
Nothing.
You and Nick look nothing alike.
No.
Sorry,
I got
Nick,
all the
we
hair,
had him
he's got
on.
none left.
Sorry, Nick.
The,
He
the,
said,
the,
"We
the
love him."
mailman was good looking that year.
Oh my god, so funny, man.
Man,
He's
that is.
cool as
That's what we
shit. dude.
say.
That is. Hey,
No,
listen.
we
I
just, like,
I don't
guys,
even like.
we laugh. Our aunts and our uncles always did give us a hard time. To like, man, what? How did this? Like, hey, well, if you put us in the same room, we're pretty similar. So I think the personalities wear off. That's where we make it up.
Yeah.
Were you guys always got along growing up and everything? Like there was never like you
We did.
push
I mean,
each other, all that.
we beat the crap out of each other. Yeah, absolutely.
Who would
We
win
had
those
Royal Rumbles
fights?
yeah, I mean, it was always the older brother at the time. I'll say that it was always something where he would then end it, I would start it or something. Or
Yeah.
The hard punches to the back spine would always win you and knock you out, and then I would probably run away outside or chase him down the street or something like that. So, but when I got a little bit older, then he started realizing that it was probably a little bit harder punches and stuff like that. So, it was. But yeah, we're super close. Like we text each other every day and talk to each other after games and stuff like that. No matter what. I mean, he's best friend and then I'll say brother, but always helping each other out along the way. He's been huge for me and paved there. I mean, he's definitely helped me get to where I am today, and he's done things way harder than I had to. That's for sure. I think just being an older brother. I mean, he had to go on way to Ann Arbor, Michigan at the age of 14, 15. I forget what it was, live away from home, things like that. Like, I saw and I was like, ooh, that's, I don't know if I could have done that. So having a brother like Nick, we're super tight and I owe him a lot for the things I've done in my career.
When you guys did fight when you were young, did Big Mike come in like, both of you,
yeah.
shut the fuck up or I'll smack both of you around?
We just, like that, like the pounding of the stairs when he's coming upstairs.
Dun,
You're just
dun,
like,
dun,
oh,
dun.
shit, he's coming. Like we'd both jump in the bed, like put the covers overhead. We'd be sweating from mini sticks. I got thrown through the closet doors by Nick one time. He's like, who broke the closet door? And you'd feel something a lot on the side of your face or the side of your ass. So a nice backhand smack, but no one. We knew that Mike was the alpha. That was it. He was gonna end it, and oh my god, we had some laughs, and we reminisce about those times now. We laugh our asses off about it, but we pushed my dad's button. But we always knew when my dad was in a good mood or a bad mood. So that's one thing too. We knew when to do it. But there was no. My dad had that crazy whiplash look. Like if you got that stare, it was just you better not move. You better not do it again. It's over. So, but that was pretty good at policing it.
Hey, how did you remind me, how did you end up with Hockey Canada and then your brother ended up with USA? Like that's what I was curious about when I said that a few minutes ago. Like, did USA Hockey never knock on your door? I mean, you were born in the States, but did you grow up in Canada? Like, explain that.
Yeah. So what happened is we moved back to Sudbury when I was 11, to Canada when I was 11. We were living in Hershey, Pennsylvania at the time. I was coaching the Hershey Bears. And we lived there for 5 years. And then that's when Nick really started picking up. Like, he played for Central Penn Panthers, I believe, which was junior B. And just like really was in the American hockey, like U.S. hockey, and so was I. But I was never in that like getting looked at yet. I was too young. Mm-hmm. And then we made that move, and then I started my playing hockey pretty serious in Canada. So I feel like Nick went to Ann Arbor right when we moved to come to Canada, and he did the U.S. hockey camp. And then when I got to Canada, I was kind of filtered into that like U.S. under 15s or under 16. I mean, Canadian under 16 team tryouts and stuff like that, which like the Ontario tryouts. And so I kind of felt like I was kind of getting molded into like the Canadian Hockey Canada type player. And then from there, just played juniors. And I never went to like a World Junior camp tryout until that year of I think it was my 4th season, where I just got plucked out of I had a good start to the season. And I got plucked out of the league to go training camp in Toronto before World Juniors. And that was kind of my first like taste of Hockey Canada. I remember my agents being like, hey, we need your Canadian passport because they got to prove that you're Canadian. I'm like, no, I'm like, I got dual citizenships. Like they almost were like hesitant too. Like, are you Canadian? And then at the same time too, it was one of those things where USA Hockey never came calling at me and asked me to come try out. So it was like, it was Hockey Canada or anything else. So I think in that moment, I didn't really realize, like, I did realize that you're playing for your country and all that stuff, but it was just like such a moment of playing for World Juniors that, I felt like I was a little bit more in that Canadian side of it coming into it. So I know I was born in Buffalo, and Bill Guerin tells me I'm a traitor every day, but it's great. I'm glad I did it. It was a heck of an experience, and to represent Canada was pretty special. So that's how we got split apart.
So how does that work now? Like USA Hockey, like they couldn't name you to the Four Nations team,
no,
right? You're done. Like once you make a choice, like you commit to them for life, really, right?
Yeah, it would be Hockey Canada. Like if you do like the World Championships, right? If you don't make it, like I would always, now I'm Canadian and Nick is American, and then that's that.
Yeah, well, hopefully you're the number one. Like you're on the number one line for Canada. Okay, in the Olympics.
Yeah,
Okay,
exactly. In my dreams.
they've got no talent there, so you
I
should
already
be able
saw
to make
those
it.
6 players come out. I was like, those are good players. They belong there.
I know it's like Crosby, McDavid. It doesn't
Jesus.
stop. I like that
It's gonna
Braden.
be
I like that
exciting to
Braden
watch, man.
point
It's
though,
gonna be-
man.
Yeah, but that's amazing. That hockey's going to be something else.
You'll be on a beach somewhere. You'll be like,
I will not be mad.
We'll be at his house.
yeah,
He doesn't need to go to a beach. He's got one in his backyard.
true.
Drew. Damn right.
Yeah, that's right. We'll be up here.
Yeah, man.
It's crazy.
How's your
That'd be fun.
relationship
That'd
with
be
Billy
fun.
G? He seems like a cool cat. We've had him on the podcast too. Down to earth, easy to
He's-
talk to.
Yeah, he's awesome, man. He's I think one of the best communicators as put him in that spot as that general manager spot. It's always kind of an intimidating role, but Billy G's Billy G. He's gonna come and just approach you like family, and I think that's one of the best things about him is that he talks to you like he's talking to one of his kids, and he explains to you the situation. He doesn't BS around it. I'm sure we've had instances with GMs where you're tiptoeing around them when they come around the corner, and he's not like that. Like he approaches everyone, he talks to everyone, he tries to get to know everyone. And that's just the culture that he's trying to build here too. So he's great. I mean, don't get me wrong, you sometimes don't want to see him because every time he's got a comment for you about chirping your shoes or your style that you're wearing that day. So it's always great seeing him, but it can come with a price. But he's been awesome for us, and he gets it too. He gets the side of the player side of it, having played and having won, and I think that's what's so special is that he can relate to us, and it's anything that's like of concern or you have issues with, you just go and talk to him, and that's the open door policy is 100% true with that guy, and he wants to win. So that's what's fun around being around him. He's intense when he needs to be, but he gets it from the player standpoint, and he tries to relate everything back to us.
Yeah, he's
Tiptoe.
cool as shit, man.
I had to hide from Lou. You kidding?
Yeah,
I had to chew in my mouth or so. Oh man, tiptoeing. I'm hiding in the closet.
Oh yeah, I've heard some stories. Of Lou with you guys flying out of JFK would be like he would call the tower and be like, we're ready to go now. They'd be like, yeah, absolutely, no problem. Your plane would come out and take off. I'm like, to have the pull.
You had connections. You had connection out east.
That's funny.
Wow.
Dude. No, Billy G's cool, man, and he was like that as a player too. Like he's like some guys change when they become an executive or get into management, whatever. Like his personality stayed the same. He's funny, man. So
Yeah.
you guys have a good one there. How's that Kaprizov, man? I'm always curious. I love watching that kid play. He's got his own, unique brand of how he plays. But now it's been a couple years since he's come over from Russia. Like you see him like evolving like with the North American culture and
Yeah.
how's he as a teammate?
Yeah, first of all, as teammate, he's awesome. Like one of the best, if not the best Russian I've played with, hands down. I mean, I think he has like that make of just like that Canadian attitude where it's like the North American attitude where it's just like he really understands like the work ethic and just like what it takes to be in the room and be inclusive and all that stuff. I mean, he's skill wise unbelievable, but the work ethic is something that no one needed to like bring up to him once. And it's so cool to see. And he's a huge leader on our team. I mean, right from day one, the language barrier was a little bit iffy, but that was during the whole COVID thing too. So I feel like he didn't even get out and experience it. His first year is a little bit rocky in the sense of like off ice stuff, but I don't know, man. He's a guy that you're going to win with. I have no doubt that he's going to be a winner for sure, and you want to be a part of that. It's just a special player. I mean, the stuff that he does out there, he gets ticked off too, which is exciting to see. You don't like have to like light a fire under his ass. It's never anyone else's fault too, which is so amazing to see. It's always on him, and that's probably one of the best characteristics that he possesses. Is just like he wants to be the guy. He wants to be the person that pushes everyone over the edge, and if he doesn't get it done that night, he's pretty solid for a bit, and it's all towards himself. It's never towards everyone. There's never finger pointing with that guy. So he's the ultimate teammate, ultimate player, and I still think he expects more of himself in a production standpoint.
Is he loud in the locker room? Like when he comes in, maybe he wants to give like a speech, and you don't understand what he's saying, And everybody looks at each other and laughs a little bit.
No, yeah, like he's not too talkative, like in a sense of like in game stuff, but he's pretty in the moment, like of what he's got going on. But I mean, like when he got the award of the assistant captain this year, like his speech was pretty. You could tell he got a little bit nervous talking in front of the boys, but no, like he is chatty. But when it comes to the game, I mean, I feel like he just wants us on ice to do the talking. I think that's the biggest thing. There are some things he does mention. I think he's getting a voice this year pretty good now, having the A on his chest. I think he's able to kind of be established as someone that can like talk a little bit more. But for the most part, he's not that rah-rah guy. He's just going to do it on the ice and show an example.
Hey, can I ask you a question off the beaten path here? Because like they just had that award show, and the players are so miserable. Like they don't even want to be there. They like asking them questions, and it's just like they don't know what to say. And like we bring all these guys on here. Everybody has personality. Everybody's funny, you know, and like being around, you know, NHL teams all these years, like everybody's cool as shit. And then like, but the people don't really see it. Like, what do you think about that? Like, you feel like players can give more, like show more personality? Like, what is it just inbred in the NHL players where they just don't want to do that? They just want to keep that guard up, and then until they win a cup, and they're like, you know, shit-faced in front of hundreds of thousands of people and just dropping. And the coaches are dropping F-bombs up there. Like what's going on here with the NHL? And because we just had Bennington in studio, man, and he's talking about how like he wants to see more marketing for players and stuff like that and be able to do stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, it's on you guys to do that. When you get an opportunity with the cameras on and the microphones on, you got to like show some personality. But that was a swing and a miss at the award show. Like I get it because it's awkward, man. It's just so awkward, the whole production.
The guys winning the awards don't have much personality, eh?
I guess. The good players have no personality.
Yeah, damn.
I know.
You know, it's the mediocre guys that got a lot of good personality. Right?
Exactly.
Right.
I don't know. You know what? I think, yeah, I did. I mean, you're going to go up, put a microphone in Kucherov's face, and he's like, okay, get me out of here, it looks like, right? So, yeah, it was tough to watch. I think you want to see a little bit more of, I don't know how they can spin it. I mean, yeah, we definitely have to do a better job. I think that's what all other sports do such a good job, is that individual really marketing the crap out of certain players, right? Mm-hmm. I think there's, they're talking about doing that, behind the scenes, like a full swing for the NHL next year.
That'll be good.
I think that's something that's huge. We need more, I want to say characters, but you're in that limelight. I do agree with, you're a star player in this league. People want to see how you are naturally, and it's not always easy just to open up with a camera in your face, and guys don't have that in them, and aren't always like that. And like you said, it takes winning the Stanley Cup to get hammered and get on a podium to act like a fool, and people start really appreciating you doing that because you're kind of letting loose. But that's just a little once in a while, one day type thing. So I'm hoping like this thing upcoming with all the superstars, like, yeah, we need that from our top guys for sure, to carry the game. It's just what's going to happen to make this league even bigger. I mean, you see it with basketball guys, like it's, they'll take a 24 HBO 24/7 series by themselves, right? Not in our league, it's like a whole two teams going back and forth, and it's micromanaged a little bit on what's being put out there. But you want to be raw. You want people to kind of understand the lifestyle. I think that's the biggest thing. You understand the lifestyle of what a hockey player goes through. I think if we can show that, then I think more people will be intrigued. Because it's not always sunshine and rainbows. It's not always flying nice. It's a grind most of the days. And is it the star players? Maybe you throw it on some guys that are Fort Liners. I don't know, probably get a little bit more footage.
Oh, yeah.
What they could use.
How about jumping fountains naked, even during the regular season?
It's like, Nathan McKinnon, what do you think about winning the Hart? I don't know.
I like hockey.
Yeah. It's like, Connor McDavid, you just won Game 7. How do you feel? I feel okay.
Things are good.
Yeah.
I don't know. I get it, man. I'm not chirping. It's
you are.
They can do a better job of going at certain, picking out certain characters on teams and things like that, where they can get a little bit more.
Hey, how's that Ryan Suter? We've had a bunch of guys on talking about him, and I heard he's just a straight up businessman. Like on the ice, he dominates. Off the ice, he's making calls, doing his thing.
He's on the plane.
Are you watching him like, God, he just made probably a couple $1 million and he's in the back of the plane.
I know. I was always trying to pick his brain on like the stock market.
Yeah.
Like that. It seems like he's always on call at the RBC financial guy, or he had a hockey team that he owns too in the USHL, and he's cutting players. I'm like, man, I'm worried about the game like tomorrow. I don't even know how you have time he's got kids, and it's just insane. Like, I got to give a lot of credit to him, man. He's got a lot of phones in his hands, to put it that way. He's on calls all the time. Back of the bus, you'd hear him just talking away. And but yeah, you know what? He's a great guy. He was, kind of just your pro's pro. I mean, he'd show up, he'd get the job done, and then it'd be like another day. Never got too high, never got too low type thing. I always looked at him after some big wins, and he would just straight smile on his face and just, okay, that's it.
I got a phone call.
I got a conference call. I got a board meeting, guys.
I got a board meeting.
I apologize.
Hey, Bussy, calm down.
Yeah. And when you're head of that contract early, I guess you get to do a little bit more business than others. But no, good for him. I mean, we'll see if he's going to keep playing another year or so.
Yeah, he says he's going to. So he says he wants to keep playing.
Wow.
Yeah. So
I mean, he's steady Eddie. It's insane. It's just the guy's just never. I don't think he's really lost a step in the past couple of years. Like, it's insane. He still plays those hard minutes, the shutdown minutes, and I mean, he played pretty well for Dallas the past couple of years.
Yeah. We had Jason Zucker on recently. He hates the Blues. I'm sorry. Do you guys all hate the Blues? Is that the way it goes? Like in Minnesota?
I don't know.
Great guy.
He was great. And Carson Soucy was great too, man. You've had some great guys come through there.
Yeah. I don't know. The Blues, it's not too much hatred right now. I mean, I think they're always fun games because it's like there's always blood boiling. Like, there's always big hits and stuff, and it's always a rivalry night. So I don't really have too much hatred of a certain player on that team, but it's always like you're always in for it against that team. You always want to beat them. It sucks to lose the Blues. I mean, we did it twice this year, maybe even 3 times. There's a couple in the shootout or overtime, but it's I think we have a lot of animosity against them just from the playoffs 2 seasons ago. So where we felt we should have leaped them, but we didn't get going. I think our penalty kill killed us that series. So it's just one of those things. It's always fun to play Central Division teams, that's for sure. I mean, I think Nashville overtook them last year with hatred. I don't know from whatever reason, but hated Nashville last year.
It's because they're fans. That's why.
Yeah, maybe it's But it's always fun to play in that rink. But they got some guys that you want to hit against the boards a little harder.
You got those Hawk Tui girls in the stands, spitting all over the place.
Oh my God, dude, you crushed Kairu.
You did rock Kairu.
Oh my God.
I know. I said to that guy one time, I was like, man, I don't know what this is, but you're always in that space. I'm coming down, you're cutting in the middle or something, but it's always him. Man. I'm like, I actually don't want to keep hitting you, but he's a pretty good player, so you have to go after a guy like that.
What about Benner? You ever bump into him and he says something to you, maybe waxing the back of the leg, and you're like, you want to fucking do it?
Man, we're hoping to see him and Flower go after it again. That'd be awesome to see it. It's always, though, it's not even me. It's Hartman and him are always ones going at it. It's great. Hartsy's a little rat, so it's fun to see. It's you love having guys like that in your team, but Benner, there's nothing better playing against Benny team because I feel like you want to score, like you want to get in. Like I think he brings out even better hockey games because of it. A goalie like that, and everyone wants to amp it up a little bit more against him. So. He's great. He's great for the game, man.
He is. Well, we like him, man.
I know. I love it.
Yeah, he's a good goalie.
We need some goalies to have some old school personality. They all used to you come in the crease and
shit.
You spray the goalie or you bump the goalie, you may get slashed. That's just the way it was back in the day,
Yeah, exactly.
So
no, I like it. No, he's been a big face of that franchise for the past couple of years now. So
So we look.
Want to get under his skin.
We look at anytime we do these interviews, man. I creep you out on YouTube for an hour, and I saw a bunch of shit, man. I was on and on and on, but you fought a ton, but then you decided when you fought Brandon Dillon, and you wanted to do a Superman punch. Was that after the BX stuff, and were you like, I'm gonna try something different? You almost caught him, dude. So what was your mindset going through?
Did you ever do that? Have you ever
No, I didn't think that. Well, If I usually went against guys that are a lot bigger than me, so it wouldn't work. I'd have to jump up the Mike Tyson punch out guy. I couldn't do it, so it didn't work for me.
That was I've seen BX do it before, and I think when he knocked out Gudis, I was like, I don't know, it's a sneaky punch, and it also he didn't really have to. It's no, he's in that jump too much at him. I think I leaped at my guy at Brennan Still. I think, but it's almost one of those shimmy shakes with the left and the right, and then you kind of lean a little bit more with the left, and you surprise him with a right kind of punch. I just thought it was intriguing. You know what? I don't know. I don't really like to fight. I know you love to fight too long. You would go for marathon fights, Cam, and I was like, oh my God, Northwest, but I want to get you down as fast as I can, man. I don't want this to be over with. So if there's one way to like get in quick and maybe stun the guy, or maybe he falls down after, whatever, that's great. So I remember that game though. The game was amped up and it was getting pretty nasty. It was like 2 goals already or something like that. And we were calling back, and I was just like, it wasn't even one of those things where I acknowledged Brendan Dillon. I was just like, yeah, let's fight. He's like, yeah, let's go. And then I dropped my gloves, and I'm like, as I'm approaching him, I'm like, I'm gonna effing do it. I'm just gonna jump and see what happens there.
Yeah, baby.
And I missed, but it ended up looking pretty decent. But it's just, that was in the moment. I never trained for it or tried it in summer hockey, like get with a buddy or something like that. So I don't know. I think you always want to do stuff to keep I think for me, I was like getting pretty used to just the right-handed, trying to throw bombs with right hands and tying up. I'm like, I gotta maybe push some guys back on their heels a little bit. Maybe think that maybe a little bit squirrely coming in here.
Jean-Claude Van Damme, baby.
You gotta try it again. I want to see you
do it again. Surprise somebody.
You're gonna get this done. You fought Luke Cunnin, like he's like your boy, and then you guys are like throwing
that's
bombs
huge.
on each other. Lukey.
I can't believe that. I sent him his wedding and everything, and we laughed to this day about it. And I'll never forget that, because it was again Nashville about 2 years ago or whatever, 3 years ago, and a rowdy game. We started getting chippy, and Luke hops overboard, and I was actually going after like Sissons, and like another guy to push him away, and Luke jumps over the boards, and he needed one. I guess he was on a cold streak, he said. So he's like, I need one. I'm like, but I'm not the guy that you need to be fighting there. And he's just like, come on, give me one. So I'm like, absolutely. And it was something that we laugh about now. But that's what I love about Luke, is that he'll fight anyone. And I think that's why he's such a good player, is that he has that mean streak. So to step up for any of his teammates, I think you have to have that. So it was good. It was good for him.
St. Louis kid.
All the St. Louis boys.
St. Louis boy.
They all play a little.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just happy he didn't take me, because if he would have hit me, I would have felt something. I'd be like, damn it, like you would have been talking about it for the rest of our lives.
He said your wife got pissed.
Oh yeah, I got the text message after our family chat, because one of the brothers was like, aren't they best buddies? And she's like, you would think they were.
Yeah. It's a business, man. You got to do what you
There's a lot
got to
of
do.
guys you fight.
So you like,
eventually you got to be friends with.
you're always in the mix. Every shift you're in the mix. Like who's dirty? Like who's a guy that you're kind of worried that he might clip you, he might do this. I know you got Need by McDermott and guys like that, and sometimes that just happens. But who's always, when you play against this cat, you're always thinking about him. He might do something to you.
Oh man, I mean, I think like when you have like, I think like when you go up against like defensemen that like to step up and things like that, like can catch you like in certain areas or always finish their hits. I mean, like when you go against like a guy like Dudas, I've always like, looking like you look over your shoulder a little bit for those guys, or like wondering where they are, because here you don't want to get caught, but it's also the way they catch you. Like he'll clip you low and things like that, and there's instances in your head where you're like, okay, if he does this, I'm going to do this to him. You're getting ready for it. So you think about guys like that like you're like, if they come at you at this angle, like it might be dirty, or that's probably one of the guys that I always, when I'm on the ice with, I'm making sure that I'm checking to make sure he's not coming over with something too dangerous. Just, like I said, I've seen him. The thing too is I've seen him take out guys' knees, and then it may happen in the AHL when I played against him in the AHL. It's just that's the way he played, and you hate to be against him. Probably love to be on this team, right? So, I mean, other guys. I mean, everyone. There's just some young, not young guys. I'm just saying, like there's some guys that can play that both styles. I mean, I give a lot of credit to Matthew Tkachuk, but there's he comes in and he hits guys at the butt, and he comes down the wall with his back to him. I just die laughing at that every time. But you know what? Sometimes I can catch guys, right? So you're always worried about who's going to finish their checks on you more time than not. So that's the biggest thing I always look for. I'm like, who's out here that's always going to finish checks or try to be greasy and let that leg drag behind them when they do it. So that's probably the But for the most part, to pick a player, I don't have one on the top of my head right now.
You think Matty dove on that hit by the bench? Remember you hit him?
Oh yeah, that was like
and you got a penalty.
I did.
I got a penalty. I got sucked in so bad. I just smiled and went to the box too. I'm like, damn it, I knew it too.
So that's a dive. Can you tell right away? You can tell right away if a guy's diving or not, right?
Oh yeah. I mean, yeah, just by the how light they fall over, but it's just you can even see it in the whole body language and shoulders and everything too. It's it's tough. Yeah, it sucks when you get sucked. You get roped into one of those, man. It's brutal.
Because you'll call him out like you did Yanni Gord that one time. That's a fucking dive. He's a fucking diver.
Let him have it.
He's a diver.
Yeah, you gotta let them know.
Yeah,
flick them off a little bit.
Hey, you got the suspension though for the kneeing on Lowry. Like, was that something like you were just what you snap at the moment? Like, why were you so angry? You wouldn't let it go. Like,
yeah, I know. I came back from an injury, and it was just it went up again. Another team that I can't stand playing against. You always want to beat them, and they got a lot of annoying guys too.
Yeah.
But we always had just big games, big rivalry games against them, and I came back and I don't know. I just think that I don't know if we were like in a little bit of a lull, but I got hit by Dylan late, and then we fought. Lowry grabbed me from behind, and we fought as Greenway was fighting Dylan. We had like two guys on at the same time fight, and that was good. That was a good fight. I mean, Lowry's a big boy, long arms and stuff too, so it was a good fight. And then the whole game was just nasty after, and then he kind of took a shot at one of I think Joel Erickson neck in a pile, and I came over top, and I don't know when you got that blood boiling, you just kind of black out a little bit, and then got him down, and I just remember getting like kind of like scraped in the eye or whatever. So I don't know if he was probably pushing me away, but I just got triggered, and I don't know, you got a guy down, and I'll never say I need him to this day, but it looked like I did for sure. And yeah, if I could take it back, I would. I mean, it was. I should just let we're down. The fight's over. Go to the box. That's how I usually live by that code. But sometimes it's tough, man. You get in that they get that boiling point. The adrenaline's pumping, and you wanna just end it a little bit more, but wreak a little more pain. That's all.
You guys remind me of each other though. Like both,
I know.
Both your dads played in the NHL for a long time. Both real character guys. Can
That's
chip
your
in
real
all
brother.
kinds of things. Yeah, he might be your real brother. Check that out, Lowry.
Yeah, he's a great player. I mean, and look what he did this year as a captain for that team. So a lot of respect for him on the ice and off the ice too. But he's a guy that you gotta always show up to play against. I mean, he's gonna drag you guys into the fight, and that's what I want to do too on my team. Is I want to make sure guys are honest and then playing hard, and he does that too. That's what's so much fun about those types of players is that it brings guys into the game, and you got to stand up once in a while.
Yeah, you kind of fucked me over one time. I think it was in 2012. You were a young kid, and like you fought Ryan Carter, and he's a damn good player. I don't know if he's a very tough guy, and all of a sudden you catch him with one and buckle him. And like I know, like he was okay, and you went to the box. You were very respectful. Your dad was coaching on our team at the time, and I just remember like that put me in such a jam. I just hope you know, okay? Like I'm already like borderline with shit, and then you knock him out, and now I got to go in the locker room, and I got to find a way to do something to make up for that. Yeah. And you just put me in a jam, and I kind of want an apology, just so you know. Just apologize. It's all good.
I'm sorry. I did that. When I lined up, I go, oh, thank God I lined up next to Jansen right now. I'm like, oh, jeez. John Scott, my bodyguard, was over there, and I'm just like, me and Kurt just like pushed each other off the drop. We didn't even say anything. And then Kurt's kind of gave me another push. He was like, let me know when you want it. I was like, Jesus. Let's do it. And so it escalated from there, and then it was over. Obviously, I think I got lucky because I think what happened, Kurtz and I actually broke it down because now he's working for the team. He's doing an awesome job in between the benches and stuff. And,
yeah, he does.
Broadcasting, and he's an awesome guy too. Like he's a lot of fun, and it's just good to get to know him. But we broke down the fight, and what happened is I think I pushed off the glass, and he thought I threw, but I was kind of getting myself off the glass, so he exposed himself. And then I came over, and I mean, yeah, it's just it was my first time really knocking out a guy in the NHL. So it was just one of those moments you're just like, oh my God, I'm more shocked than anything. So just make sure he was okay. And I think he ended up messing up his knee too, because when you go down like that, the legs get a little bit neutrally. So I felt bad after that, knowing that he had a little bit more of an injury, but great guy. And then it's nice to look back and then have a beer over those days.
I get you, man.
Any other suspensions that we should know about besides the one on Lowry? Have you had any others?
No, just a couple fines.
Okay.
That's it. We're gonna keep it. We're just keep it there. Hopefully, that's it. Yeah, no more suspensions. It's too much money when you suspend.
Oh my God. Hey, how's that Brock
not good.
Faber off the ice, man? I thought he should have won the Calder over your nephew, Connor Bedard. You know, I thought maybe I thought Brock should have won it. Although Bedard, obviously, man,
Yeah.
he missed some time. If he didn't miss time, it's a no-brainer, obviously. And Bedard's going to be a great player, or it already
Yeah.
is. But
No, you know what?
Faber surprised me, man. He came in right away. I was
Damn
like,
right.
I'm watching that kid, like where I sit, like I do the TV side for the Blues too, and I'm right on the glass, and I'm watching his like focus off a face-off, man. Like and during the game when he's playing, like he's laser focused during the game. He's a hell of a player.
Yeah, that's just because he's trying to get his contacts back in place.
Is that what it is?
Glasses.
Oh God.
He's awesome. He is first of all like great person, great coach, great family, and just a hardworking like any Minnesota kid. So he's in heaven playing here. But then like just to see him take over, like he got a lot of responsibility because we lost Spurgeon early in the year, and I think that was a blessing to disguise for him. I mean, you talk about timing in your career and all that stuff. I think this is that was something that because it could have went the other way. It could have been too big of a moment for him, and it would have looked a little bit different, right? So proud of him because of the way he held himself together. He took over the power play a little bit, shut down roles and things like that. The minutes he was eating up. I mean, the way this guy's built just explains everything. Like he's honestly built like a linebacker. It's insane. And he's only 22 years old, whatever it is, 21. It's incredible to see. And then the head on the shoulders too. I mean, he's got his captain material for sure, no doubt. He's just even keel and such a good, respectful kid that you want to see guys like that be successful, especially at a young age. So he's but then again, like he's still got so much more to give. Like he does. That was just year one in the books, and there's some times in the season where 82 games show up as a college kid, right? You're not used to playing that much, so you get a little fatigued. But I mean, we were overriding him a little bit too hard because of just the minutes he had to eat up for us, and it wasn't for him having a big year. I mean, we probably wouldn't have been that close to a playoff spot, hanging on. We can't wait to see what he's like next season. I know he's playing through a couple broken, cracked ribs at the end of the season too, which is amazing to watch. I mean, he didn't want to come out of the lineup. I think knowing that the Calder Trophy was on the line too, so I think that motivated him. But in my eyes, he's a guy that's going to be, Calder is now long gone, and Norris is probably something you're going to be in the mix with for many years down the road. So it's great to have a guy like that to succeed right away and get us really comfortable, and we want to see him keep doing it because he's going to be such a big part of our winning culture.
So you seem like an old school guy, although you're still relatively young. But your dad played. You have an older brother. It's been in the league a long time. Like the veterans dealing with you as a rookie when you were young. Is there a big difference between how they dealt with you and how you deal with the young kids now? Is there a big change in how they react to different things and maybe a little less hard on them and stuff like that?
Yeah, like I would say there was just a little bit more of like I don't want to say like a gap, but like the older guys stuck to the older guys and the young guys, like and it's the same thing now, but I would say there's a little bit more like you're trying to do more with the young guys and trying to get them feel a little bit more included in things, and that's not to say like we still go for dinners. It's just the older group and stuff like that. That's just who you gravitate towards you. But I would just say training camp, it all starts from there. Like it's like that respect factor of the experienced guys get first to everything. The young guys wait in line. That's still around, especially on our team. That's something that I don't think should ever change. And that's how it should always be. You should always respect your elders, respect the guys that have been doing it for a while, and waiting at the buffet line type thing until all the older guys are done eating, right? So, but I do think that there's just a little bit more. Like I had great veterans though when I first came in to Buffalo. Like I remember my first year when I got called up. Like we had Robin Regier, who I was intimidated by, obviously just because I used to watch him when he played for the Flames when he was an absolute wrecking ball in the corners, and then like he was awesome with me, and he showed me a lot about. He would remember I got a text from him one night about just coming out to meeting guys for a drink in Buffalo, and it was more of the vets and stuff. So stuff like that I've seen and I've had done to me is something that I try to do because I know it goes a long way, and I think it helps include the young guys and make them feel like they're one of the guys and part of the team, and it's I think that's how you build a winning culture, a championship culture. Is you gotta act like a family. So that separation is no longer that divide. I mean, it's still there respectfully, but I try to include everyone, to have a voice and then to step up and feel important in our room. And I think that's that early team that I came into Buffalo with, the Ryan Miller, who was a guy that, you came into that room and you were, not intimidated by some guys, but you respected them because of just what they accomplished and what they've been doing. So I think that's stuff that goes a long way, and that's something that I kind of got adopted into. And yeah, having my old man and stuff like that, I know what it takes, and the respect factor, and what it's like being kind of that glue guy or someone that is looked at as a team player. And my brother too have gone through it. I've seen what they've done, so it teaches you how to act in certain situations, and that's all helped me to kind of get into where I am right now, and just be a type of person that wants everyone to be a part of it.
Was your dad hard on you with the hockey part of it? Like was he like how did he raise you guys from a hockey standpoint? I mean, he's got a lot of experience you can tap into, obviously.
Yeah, he was hard on us, I think, because he coached us in juniors, and he didn't want any other player of his to feel like there was that he was on our side more than their side. I think he used us as examples of he's going to push us even harder, because then it's going to show the other guys that, hey, this is my son, but I don't give a shit. That he's going to do extra, and then you're going to have to do extra, and like no one's here, no one's that above one another. So it was tough, but it was why we're here today is the work ethic that he instilled in us. And I remember getting bag skated. I remember playing 6-7 minutes. My dad was a coach my first year in juniors, and I wasn't good enough. I can tell you that right now. I was not good enough to be a really, really good young junior player. I was perfect for the fourth line, and that's how I learned. But I had to work on so many things, and work ethic was one of them. I was still a little chubby kid coming out of getting drafted in the OHL, so I probably had to work out more than anything on the ice. And my dad skated me a lot and did it in front of my teammates, so that they would kind of see like, hey, this is how it's going to go, how it's going to be. But we benefited from it. So it was great. But the one thing that my dad was awesome with coaching was just how much fun he brought to the game, how much passion he had in the game, how much he respected players for doing certain things in the game. He always kept you on your toes. You'd be on like a 6-game win streak, and you come to the rink and it'd be a bag skate, right? And then you'd be on a 6-game losing streak, and you come to the rink and it'd be a fun practice. So he knew how to keep it light, he knew how to read the room, and then that's something that wore off on Nick and I.
I never seen him mad, to be honest with you. I know he had a good team that year and everything, but he was just always uplifting and just positive and motivating, man. I loved him. Yeah. I really, really did. He was great.
No, he's been through a lot, that guy. He's still positive, and he's still like that's what's been awesome. He brings a lot of energy to our families. I mean, he's 65 now. He's the grandfather, and he's running around with the kids and having a great time. And it's just like, that's who he is, man. He's happy to be alive every day, and it's infectious.
So if you had to rank the toughness aspect, him in his prime, you in your prime, Big Nicky in his prime, who wins in a fight? Rank them.
Oh, man. I'll just keep my dad the alpha. He'll probably be. He was a lefty too, so he was scary. Yeah. And then I'll put me in the Nick for sure. That's how we go.
There it is.
I like
we'll post that.
I like that. Oh yeah, we'll get that.
That's
but
hilarious.
Hey, what was that like with your teammates though, having your dad as a coach? Like, it's one thing to have your dad as a coach when you're like 12 years old, but when you're playing junior and the stress comes in, everyone's trying to get to that next level. Were the teammates cool? Like, no one ever crossed the line with you on that, did they?
No, I think that's the thing. I think I was, that was the biggest thing. I didn't want to be looked at as coach's son. I wanted to hang out with the guys off the ice and make them feel comfortable around me. And they always knew, hey, if coach's son's here, we can't get in trouble. So I was hanging around with the older guys and the juniors and stuff like that. But it was good. I think because of the work ethic that I displayed, and like because of my dad being hard on us and then making sure that we didn't get away with anything, or in practice with soft passes or anything. Everything had to be perfect when we did it. We were the examples. We were kind of the guys that my teammates started to realize, there was no favors here. There was no one I wasn't getting favors from my dad or anything like that. So they kind of liked that and respected the way Nick and I held ourselves, and in a sense of, we got that feeling of we wanted to be the guys that wanted teammates to like us, and then sticking up for guys on the ice was something that we kind of always done at a young age. Hitting, being physical, that work ethic. If we can instill that, then we'll have guys that want to follow us and want to join us. Rather than us trying to always piggyback off someone else. So that was instilled in my dad, and a lot of great teammates from juniors that they still keep in touch with, and always bring up some comical moments of when my dad was a coach and things like that they had a lot of fun with.
Hey, how was Dean Evison? Like, did you like playing for him? Like he's like punching coaches and stuff. Like,
we had him on.
Did you guys get along? He seems so intense. Although the coach you have now maybe even more intense.
No, he was great. He was awesome, man. Like I really like Dino. I think the intensity that he brought every day was awesome. He was a guy too that I think could really read the room. Yeah. So he didn't really need this hooting and hollering guy. If things are going south, he can rely on his leaders, he can rely on guys in this room, and give you that look of like, hey, like this isn't good enough, this is not acceptable, and it's on you to fix it. So that's what's great about Dino. Like there's times, every coach has moments of yelling and giving your players shit, but we had a lot of great regular seasons with Dino. I mean, we had a lot of winning seasons, and it was just the playoffs that we obviously came up short, and it was tough to see him go. I think he helped develop the culture in our room and change it into a better culture and team first mentality, and he had a lot of say in that. So every day just Dino's hard. He's just hard. He's just that was comical in that way. Everything he did. He's a guy that I think did hot yoga off the ice, so we always gave him shit for that. But it was just one of those things where, he loved the golf, he loved to stretch, and I think he just had a passion for being at the rink every day, and he always upbeat and positive and loved to joke with the guys. So, it's unfortunate we couldn't do more in the playoffs, because I think that was probably the deciding factor, and obviously our start this year was not great at all. So, one of those things I think there's always going to be change when you're not successful.
Your girl's going to play hockey. I see you have that PH the women's pro player shirt on. Oh, no, you don't.
Oh,
it's something different.
He thought you were wearing like
I thought it was something different.
UHL.
I think you should wear that. You have 3 daughters. I'm sorry.
Is it?
It's perfect world hockey training in some place in Minnesota. I trained.
Can't think you're like.
It's close.
I thought you were representing. I'm just asking.
Oh, that's funny.
No, you're right. I should be wearing something like that after having 3 of them.
Yeah.
It's I don't know. We haven't really, we've touched the ice, we've skated, but nothing with a stick in the hand yet. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah,
we'll see.
Hey, how long is Zuccarello's stick? Like in reality, like could you even use it?
It's all on me. It's insane. It's so funny. That guy's insane. Like he can pick up anyone's stick from any on the teams. It's always like a skilled player from another team, and he can play with it in practice next day and look like nothing's changed. Like he's still putting feather in passes. I'm pretty sure he used Draisaitl's stick in a full practice one time, and he was just doing backhand passes the whole time just to laugh. And Zuki's pretty comical though. He's an unreal teammate, but it's insane. Like the way he passes too. It's like a flick of the wrist. It's not like a full. It's insane. It's I don't want to call him like the Messi of like soccer, the way he passes. Like he's like that. Like he can sauce pucks, can throw pucks through guys' feet, and his vision, it's insane. But that long stick, it allows him to like curl his hands over top, so he can throw it backwards. Like he's an amazing playmaker, and I think that stick. I mean, it's just him and that stick that I've never seen anything like it before. But I could definitely not use the stick.
You need to get over to Norway. Like it's kind of amazing. Like his story, like there's not many guys. They just had like 4 kids drafted.
I just saw that
from Norway, insane. But like there's only been like a handful of players that have ever like even played in the NHL from Norway. So it's kind of crazy.
Yeah. It's no, I know he's pretty proud of those guys too. He's talking about this year that there's a couple that are gonna be, because I don't think that he's the last one, right?
No,
that was drafted or just made the NHL.
Yeah, no, there's one or two since him.
He's he's pretty proud of being from Norway, and he talks about it a lot. I mean, it's beautiful where he's from. He's showing me some pictures. So he's one of a kind, an unreal story. I mean, just I don't know. Like I said, one of a kind. There'll never be another Matt Zuccarello on this planet.
No. All right, go say hi to Kipper. Where's Kaprizov now? Is he back in Russia? Does he go back? You
Is
ever
he
bring
in Florida?
You ever bring him over to the house?
Yeah, I think he went back home. Yeah, he's back home, and I know he does like a little bit of vacation. He's a really big Dubai guy. He loves Dubai.
Oh, yeah.
So he goes to Dubai and lives it up a little bit. But I know he comes back over to Minnesota in a couple of weeks. So yeah, it was nice. You know, he didn't see his parents for a long time there. So I mean, it's pretty emotional on the guy. But now he's back home. He's pretty happy. I FaceTimed him a couple of days ago. It seems to be doing well. But he's like, I don't know, man. Like he showed me his little vacation. He takes his family out. They do like cousins and uncles trip. They go out in like the bush and the mountains and camp out and stuff. Like he's old school. It's awesome.
I like that.
Well, people treat him good. You know, there's some shady shit going on with Russia and stuff, and there's a kind of country.
Yeah.
But people are pretty good with him, like the fans and stuff like that. You don't see any people
No,
chirping
I
him.
haven't. You know what? I haven't heard anything in that sense, like words like towards him and you know with what's going on with all like the politics and stuff. But no, he seems to be level-headed about it and doesn't talk about it too much. You know, he's in a tough spot the way things are. You know, wasn't allowed to go back home or something like that last summer. So yeah, it's nice to see him be able to see his family again. Just feel like he's back in routine again. I mean, that must be stressful for anyone.
Of course,
No doubt.
Damn, dude.
I go do your thing on the lake.
On the lake. Start barbecuing, will you?
Boys, I don't know who signed. What's going on here?
Well, Perron signed a 2-year deal with Ottawa.
Ooh.
We got a bunch like Toronto's like spending a bunch
Tell
of
him
money.
some stuff so he doesn't have to look on Twitter
Toronto's
enjoy
like
his family.
spending like dollars like crazy. They just gave, I think, Arvidsson went to Edmonton.
Oh wow.
I think OEL went from Florida to Toronto. He got like a 4-year deal or something. I don't know.
Toronto. Good God.
I know.
They need to do something.
I can't believe Stamkos went to Nashville. Jeez.
Yeah, dude.
Is that official now? Yeah, so Brady Shea
He's a
went
country
there,
boy.
too. Stamkos went there, got a 4-year deal at $8 million.
Damn.
Perron, I gave you the Minnesota news. That's all that matters.
Yeah. Listen.
Nice.
Go do your thing, dude. Enjoy the holidays. We love you, man, and we love your family too. Tell your dad I said hi, and tell Nick we said hi too, man. We're rooting for you guys.
That was first to meet you. Yeah.
You know.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate you guys having me on.
Drew Shore is going to sign with Minnesota too.
Don't cut your hair, by the way. Let that flow
I
out.
saw that. Let it go out?
Let your hair grow. Are you dyeing it, by the way? Because sometimes I see it's dark and now it's blonde.
It's bleach.
No, it's just sun. It's just the sun.
God, you're lucky.
I swear to God.
You're not related to your brother. I'm saying it right now.
You know, Nick's got a good shine from the sun on his head.
right.
That's what he's got.
So funny.
Thanks,
I can
guys.
relate. Hey, see you, buddy. See you,
Marcus.
Marcus. See you,
Have
Big
a good
Marcus.
week.
Right on.
See you guys.
The Chemistry Podcast is brought to you by Bellman. BEHLMANN. Bellman Automotive. Located where?
Troy.
Troy, Missouri. Buick GMC on one side of the street. Right on the other side, Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Get yourself some new wheels in time for the winter.
That was Marcus Foligno.
Great dude. Great player. Love to have him on my team.
He's a winner.
Is he a winner?
Well, I mean, you know what I'm saying. He's like a winning type player.
Well, he hasn't won yet.
But he's
Usually when you
what I'm saying is
no.
look at this. Let me finish this.
We'll pump his tires up.
Yeah.
But he's not a winner yet.
What I'm saying is he is a guy that you would want on your teams.
That's what I said before. You said he's a winner.
You just want him.
You had to go above and beyond, which we don't need to do with him. He's doing a damn good job. We love his family.
Yeah.
But he's not a winner yet. I want him to win, but he's not yet.
We didn't ask him about it because he's told it on another podcast, but his Kaprizov story was hilarious about how
he sent a text message
to the group.
Yeah.
He thought he was sending it to the PR guy.
Yeah. We've all done that, right?
No.
Okay. I think a lot of people.
I don't think I've accidentally sent a bad text to a
Yes, you have.
group text,
Yes, you have.
but other people have
Yes, you have.
that I received.
We've done so many of these, dude, to where I remember you'd be like, whoops, I was supposed to go to you, Cam. Oh, yeah, it's all good. Nothing bad.
Because I don't do that.
We wasn't bad. It was more like you're talking to me, but you send it
Yeah.
to a bunch of other people.
Yeah.
It's all good. I did the same thing.
Did you?
Happens.
Where you say something that you just wish you wouldn't have said about
No.
somebody on there. I've been on group text
Yeah,
where
but I don't
somebody
really-
says
I
something.
don't really chirp people
that
that
somebody
much.
bashes somebody thinking they're not on the text.
Yeah.
Now it's uncomfortable for everybody.
I know.
On a hockey team, it's probably funny because they're all like chiming in and
Yeah,
being
and you
making
chirp each other
jokes
anyway.
about it, yeah.
But like if it's a business thing, you're like, oh boy. But that happens, man. Like text messages, you just oops, wrong one.
I ran into Chief for a while in Vegas too. He's like lost weight. He's like chiseled, that guy.
Really?
I'm like, that's what happens. You're gonna be on TV all the time.
You're in the
He's not
spotlight
gonna
now.
put up with all their shit though.
No, he's not.
When they ask dumb questions, he just has.
He's gonna look at you like,
He laughs at you.
yeah.
Like he did like a little media thing the other day. I can just tell. I can read Chief like a book.
Yeah.
And when he's like this fucking dipshit, like how he answers it.
Yeah, of course. I love it. I can't wait to hear his post-game press conference.
Yeah. Yuri Fisher, his son got drafted by the Blues too.
Really?
Yeah.
Wait a long time.
True story. So years ago, I was at the draft, and I went on the wrong bus. Daniel Alfredson kicked me off the Ottawa Senators bus. Remember I told you that before? So you can't be on here. Like I thought the bus was for anybody. Didn't realize that there was like a sign on the front of the bus that had the team logo on it. So that was for Detroit. Because a lot of times at these hotels, like several teams will be staying at the same hotel. So I was like, I don't even think I was working for the Blues at the time. I don't even know if I was. I was just there. I just jumped on a bus. I'm like, whatever. I'm like, okay. So I got off the bus, like my tail between my legs, felt like a fucking idiot, young kid. So I went on another bus, and it was the Red Wings bus. And again, should not have been on there. And I get it. In fact, even like being there with the Blues this past weekend, I didn't take the Blues bus on the way to the draft. I just feel like I wanted the scouts to be able to feel like they could talk freely, and the general manager and all that, On the way from the draft, I would take the bus back to the hotel. But I get on the Red Wings bus, and I'll never forget when Yuri Fisher slid over, and he said, "You can sit right here."
Oh, like Forrest Gump.
And he talked to me forever. You know who else did that to me one time?
Who?
Doug Armstrong.
You know what, though? Why wouldn't you? Like, you're acting like that's that big of a deal, but, like, in reality, I'd be like, yeah, well, sit here, dude. We're good. Let's go to the fucking...
No,
we got
a lot of
work to do.
people. I don't think a lot of people...
Well, then they're goofy.
So, yeah, so Doug Armstrong, he won't even remember.
No, he won't.
He wasn't even GM yet. He'd come here a couple years in advance, and everyone knew he was going to take over. That was part of the deal. It was kind of like the Alexander Steen situation, who I saw up there, too. He's just kind of like... I hope he enjoyed himself at the draft. They're long days,
No doubt, man.
They're long days.
No doubt.
But he's going to do a great job. But Doug Armstrong, I'll never forget going on a Blues bus. That's with the team on the road, and maybe heading to the rink in the morning, or maybe it was after a skate. I don't know what it was. Yeah. And you're like, okay, where am I going to sit? And he slid over and said, "You can sit right here."
Good. You should.
That stays with you forever.
No, yeah, little things like that. No, I get that.
You know what I mean?
But in reality, like, just sit down, dude. We're all going to the same spot. We're all doing the same thing.
Would you do that?
Yeah, I would.
Ilya Lyubushkin, 2 times 3.25 to Dallas.
Nice. Everybody's loading up, man. My God. Hey, let's go.
I'm just reading.
What are you doing?
Let's
go.
I'm just reading.
Let's go. We got things to do.
I'm just getting caught up.
Don't do this.
I'm
to
getting
people.
caught
I
up
get
on the
pissed at you about this. Let's
the
go. Let's go.
most recent news.
Let's go, man.
Seeing what's
I
going on.
hope all you guys have a good Canada Day, and I hope all you guys have a good 4th of July weekend. If you're here in Missouri, it's going to be great weather, man.
You're going to development camp with me today, right?
No.
No. You just said you'd go.
Fine, I'll go. Whatever. Let's finish this out, dude. Don't quit doing it to people, man.
You're doing what to the people?
Well, you're prolonging something that's not entertaining.
It's free agency.
It's not entertaining.
I'm
So
just
let's keep
I'm
going.
just trying to get
Let's
caught
keep
up on
going.
the most recent
Let's keep
news.
going.
Bench clears, man. Use right now our promo code saves you 20%. Cam and Strick, you get this incredible tank.
You got this too,
dude. It's so hot out.
Devil's got a new goalie.
It is so hot out. You need one of these NHL tanks.
Yeah,
you can get them from any team. They've got home, away, alternate jerseys, third jerseys, all of that.
Yeah.
American League teams.
Look at how thin. It's so thin.
International teams, and they have hoodies too. It's not just for the summer. I was just in the hottest place on earth in Vegas. It's the hottest place.
The hottest place
no,
on earth.
It's the hottest place I've ever been.
You want to bet it's not the hottest place on earth?
It's the hottest place in the country.
You want to bet? No, it's not. Not even in the country. I'm telling you, it's not. Southern California, the southern tip of California, is the hottest place on earth. One of them. It's way hotter than Vegas.
Stop thinking about what you said.
Say hottest place in the United States. Look what it says.
Yeah.
Type it in right now. You want to bet on it first?
Well, I'm gonna look it up.
So yeah, type it in. Hottest place in the United States.
Okay. Here we go. Hottest. Let's get there, guys.
What's it say?
Just left that, and it's maybe a cooler
What's
day
it
in
say?
Vegas today. This is for
What's
today.
it say? No. Hottest place, the average.
I don't want the average. I want where's the highest temperature? You're thinking of Death Valley, but that was a long
That's
time.
exactly.
No, that's a long time ago.
Long time ago. What? You think it's cold now? It's Death Valley, California. That's what I was thinking of. I was right.
Okay, ready?
Sit down.
Ready? Here we go. Top 10 hottest places today in the United States. Ready?
Yeah.
Number 1,
Vegas.
Phoenix.
Okay. Death Valley is the hottest place.
Cam, I'm telling you what it is.
I'm right on what I said, dude.
I'm
Talking to a child.
Number 2, Las Vegas.
Death Valley is the hottest place in fucking the United States.
Cam, I'm giving you the straight
You're
goods. This
fucking
is the
nuts.
breaking news, and like
The average. Is the
you're
hottest place in the world.
debating with what's the breaking news. Number 3, Tucson, Arizona. Number 4, Riverside, California. So California shows up, but it shows up barely in the top 5. You can't claim that the hottest place in the world barely cracks the top 5 in our country.
Death Valley's the hottest
And I just
place in
came from the
United
hottest place in the world just now. I never experienced anything hotter. San Antonio, Texas rounds out our top 5, followed by Miami, Houston, Fresno, California, Dallas, which I felt Dallas heat before too. Very hot. Then Orlando, Florida. Okay? I mean,
Whatever. Anyway,
so
we
have you want to debate it still, or
dude, I just said it's the hottest place in the United States is Death Valley, California.
you find that?
Yeah, right here. It says it right
Like
here.
today?
Donkey.
I'm saying today.
It's the hottest place in fucking United States, man. It's Death Valley.
Do you see any other signings coming in? By the way, have I missed anything?
I don't know.
You got
your phone
You got anything else coming?
Yeah, I got a bunch of people texting me. I don't like looking at my phone during the goddamn interview.
All right, so now it's holiday, man. We're looking forward to it. You have a great holiday as well.
Yeah, I will.
Hat Launch and hatlaunch.com. Don't forget to go to Hat Launch.
Yeah, check these bad.
Get one of these Yoink hats. Get a Yoink shirt as well, man. Check it out.
Or any first form
or
stuff.
Any
They make first form stuff too. Yeah.
hatlaunch.com. Say hi to Danny and
Danny, what up, man?
Jordan and everybody.
Have a good weekend, by the way, you guys.
Happy 4th of July.
Yeah.
And again, we mentioned something about WNBA rundown. Oh, I get my weekly updates. Get my weekly updates there. Get your bench clears though. 20%. Use our promo code, man. They got it all.
Perfect for summer.
Oh
Perfect
my
for the
God.
weekend.
Is there anything
Let's go.
better than
I'm gonna be wearing this
hanging out at the
weekend.
pool than
Oh
that?
my God, at the lake. That's where you go to all the bars. And
Oh,
stuff
you better
and
take some good content down there.
Yeah, I will.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take all these down there, man. And this is the easiest thing to wear to the bar when you get off the boat and stuff like that. It's just so light. And
Isn't that
nice.
amazing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
Very easy like that. So be sure to check that out. So get to Hat Launch, get the bench clears. First form. Again, I've never felt better. I mean, it's amazing the energy that I bring to the
Do you want to
table.
feel better or not?
Yeah.
Do you guys want to feel better or not? Go to firstform.com/Camus-Strick. Do you want to feel better every fucking day when you get up and you got to go either asphalt seal, you got to do this, you got to sit in an office for 9 hours? I don't give a shit what it is. Do you want to feel better or not?
every day?
Go to their website and order some stuff. And if you take a picture and you send it to us,
We'll send you an
order-
autograph.
We'll send you an autograph puck. We'll find one of these bench clear shirts for you. Whatever it is, we'll pick one of you guys out. We got to show that you ordered something.
Yeah.
Do you want to feel better about yourself every single day or not?
Yeah.
You want to look better? Do you want to feel better? You go to First Form. That's it. God dang.
Hell yeah, Cam.
Let's go then.
Hell yeah.
I mean, I took that collagen day. I feel good, man. I'm rehydrated from the hydration packet that you get, the vitamins and stuff like that. I just got my blood work done. Everything looks pretty damn good. I know.
That's because of first form.
I know. A lot of it has to do with First Form.
It is.
And I need to tone some things down too. So I'm in a
You
weird
need to
jam.
tone
That's
down.
First Form. That's what they help us with all that stuff.
Yes.
Go get your own stuff and you'll feel better.
At Bellman, you get no.
Swing dicks.
It's really they give you sushi and flavored water. It's that simple.
Mhm.
Best customer service anywhere. Buick GMC on one side of the street, Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Say it, Danny Boy
Danny
and
Boy.
Kenny
All you guys.
and
We love
Dale.
all you.
Happy 4th of July, man.
Yep.
Straight Americans right there.
Yeah, damn right. Proud Americans.
And we love everyone in Canada too, from PEI all the way out to
No, of course.
Saskatchewan.
But they're
All
American.
my shit, my people, my shit kickers out there in
Yeah, they love you.
Saskatchewan.
They
What
love
are they
you.
doing today?
They're probably celebrating. They're probably at their lake or whatever it is.
They take the day off today. This
I hope so.
the shit kickers.
I hope so, because they work hard up there, man.
They work really hard.
It's not an easy gig up there right now.
Not an
man.
easy gig.
It's not.
Shilly plastering, Cam. Are you going to get plastered this weekend? Was you going to be plastering?
Probably right. We got some things. We got a Jansen family.
Turn
needs
your
to talk about
backyard
some things.
into an oasis, man, and you can do that with.
God, I would love
plastering.
to. And if
They're
you
the
do have an
absolute
oasis
best.
and your lining's all messed up, you got to call them, because that's what gets screwed up more than anything. Animals jump in there, your dog scrapes it up, your kid scrapes it up,
Oh
you
my
drop something,
God.
like it's just get it fixed.
They're a team of professionals and craftsmen, and they have all these facts too about chlorine doesn't help urine, it actually damages your pool. I find that
Piss in
very
the pool then,
interesting.
dude. Don't be a Hoosier.
I don't like swimming in pools sometimes because of that. There's a lot of kids around.
You go to the Creve Coeur Racket Club and swim in the pool all the time.
What do you think's in there?
Piss and shit.
Oh my
boy.
God.
Kids
Not
running
there.
around.
Plastering looks great there from Shilly
Yeah.
Plastering. Third generation company, Cam, family owned, business since 1950.
Damn, they've been around a long time.
What does that say to you?
That means they're experienced. Big time.
And
It's
what
been
else?
working.
And what else? And it's good customer service.
Well, yeah.
And people keep coming back.
It's good business. I tie all that together when
I
say it's good
understand what you're
business.
saying. Say hi to Ryan.
Ryan, hey man, I love your daddy too. Big Dave, little shout out, Coach.
And
damn
Marcy.
good
Say hi
coach.
to Marcy.
Hi, Marcy. How you doing? Hey, girl.
We plaster commercial pools, residential pools, as well as home plastering. Hey, welcome to the team, man. Shilly Plastering. Great to have you along
Yep.
with us.
Proper too, baby.
Proper cannabis.
Get that mind right over the weekend. Let's go.
But this is we're not promoting it from like a frat boy. Sit in the couch and eat Doritos all day long.
No, don't be lazy. But if you work your ass off all day and you're not drinking or whatever, and you want to take a gummy
And
at
if
night,
you're in
get it
pain,
from
and if
proper.
you're in pain and you
your
can't
back
sleep.
hurts. You don't want to take pills. You don't want to take those white devils that I got caught up with. No,
And you can't sleep.
take a gummy and it'll put you right down.
Proper Cannabis. They got 11 locations. Propercannabis.com. Their new location in Kirkwood looks absolutely incredible. You can get one of these cool hats too.
Yeah.
And they're great people, man. All of them. Craig Parker, everybody. Johnny, Spencer, dude, the great team over there at Proper Cannabis. We had fun when we went over there.
Yeah, we did. I'll
Check
go
it
there
out.
again. Let's go.
But they got the honeybee edibles, the ratio, the good night. So you get that good sleep, man. Whatever issue you have, make
You'll
sure you
get a
talk
good
to them
sleep.
about it. Great professionals
good
over there
sleep.
when you head in there. And they support charity as well, the New Growth Horizon Charitable Foundation. So they have a vision to lead and inspire the community through the power of cannabis.
That's right.
And you can too.
That's right.
They
Right
grow all their own stuff too, man.
Yeah.
And all their products are available in pretty much every other dispensary
Yep.
that isn't a proper cannabis dispensary.
Yep.
So they've got stuff everywhere. And they're taking our city by storm. And a new location coming up in Kirkwood for those of you that are here in St. Louis. Okay?
Right.
Again, we appreciate all our sponsors.
We love all you guys.
Have a
man.
happy 4th of July. Be safe out there with the fireworks.
Love you, Canada. Love
Hey,
you, US. Let's
Tell
go.
the people about the firework safety.
Just be careful with the fireworks. You know, it might be dry out wherever you're at. Just don't be
People blow
ignorant.
They blow their thumbs off. They lose
Yeah,
fingers.
just don't be
They
ignorant.
lose toes and
you know,
fingers.
it's fun. I
arms,
love going to the
hands.
fireworks store, man. That's like an American tradition. So I don't know if they do that too much in Canada or not, but
They
in the US we certainly
Oh,
do.
they do it there too.
So
And you'll be hearing
Be
those
safe.
fireworks in Sudbury this weekend. Too.
yeah, from the Folignos.
Hey, for Maddie and everybody, Half Coast Studios, man.
Love
we
you guys.
appreciate all the support.
See you
And
guys.
thanks for supporting us on the Cannabis Drip Podcast.
Right on.